welcome to today's Pick a Crystal video. It is technically a pick a card reading, but you guys know I don't like to call it a pick a card unless you're actually going to pick a card. So today's video is going to be a soulmate reading. I left it up to patrons to choose what they wanted to do for this week, and I told them that we would be doing a past life reading and we will be doing a soulmate reading. So which one do you want? So past life reading will be available on Patreon, and we're also doing a portion of past life in today's soulmate reading. So quick shout out to the patrons. Thank you so much for your support always. And I just want to get into today's video as well, explain a little bit about today's soulmate reading. So it became clear in that poll that a lot of people wanted a soulmate reading. I'm going to be honest with you, the results were marginal. So what also became clear is that some people wanted to focus on current energies and future energies with a soulmate, and other people wanted to focus on past life energies, whether they've shared history with a soulmate in a previous lifetime, and if they can learn something from that history in this present timeline as well. And naturally, I thought I would also offer channeled messages. So today's soulmate reading will contain a portion that addresses your current energy in this lifetime. We're going to look at where you are both at as individuals now and how close to union you may be if that's what you're looking for. And we're also going to be looking at your past life with your soulmate, whether you've had one, what that was like, if you can learn anything from that. And then we're going to be getting some channeled messages as well. So we do have a lot to cover. It's going to be a lengthy reading. I'm going to jump ahead now to the pick a crystal portion of this video. There will also be a meditation portion of this video where you can come meditate with me for a quick minute to help you select your group. Before I do get into that, I do want to quickly talk about the Patreon reading. So if you would like to jump ahead, now's your chance. If you'd like to know more about the Patreon reading, you can stay and watch. So just quickly, the Patreon reading is an exclusive reading. It's going to be Patreon only. We're going to be looking at your past life. I'm going to have at least 5 groups on Patreon because it's possible that you've had many past lives. So we're going to have at least 5 groups. I'm feeling like 6 might be a better number. So we'll see if I can be swayed otherwise. It might be up to 6 groups now, but at least 5. We're going to be looking at what that lesson of that lifetime was, what the purpose of that lifetime was, and how it is impacting your current lifetime as well, if there's any unresolved karma, for example, and if there's anything else that you can learn from that timeline to help with this one. So it's going to be pretty interesting. It's not supposed to be too hectic, but it's definitely going to be in depth, and it is a Patreon only reading. So if you would like to have access to that reading, you're welcome to join us on Patreon. The link to that is down below. And that's all I have to say. I'm excited. This video is going to contain at least 2 new decks, which I will introduce to you in your groups. Otherwise, it's time. Jump ahead. Alrighty, you guys, so here is our group selection. We have 4 beautiful groups today. Starting from the left, group 1, you guys have the Howlite crystal over here. Very beautiful crystal. Excuse the camera, it doesn't want to focus. There we go. Beautiful Howlite for number 1. Group 2, you guys have the Amethyst crystal cube over here. Gorgeous little piece. It's a little bit rough around the edges. I've had this for a very long time. Beautiful though. Group 2's Amethyst. Group 3, you guys will have the Carnelian, the red Carnelian crystal. Similar to the Amethyst cube, this one is a little bit rough around the edges as well. It's a tumbled piece that I used to just keep in my pocket. So it would often hit car keys, these 2. So group 4, you guys have the rose quartz crystal over here hiding out. It's a very faded piece because similar to my other tumbled pieces, it's often in my pocket or it's on my windowsill, so it doesn't exactly look as bright as it should. Rose quartz does fade in the sun, but those are the 4 groups today. Take time. You can join me in the meditation portion of this video if you feel that you do need more time figuring out which of these 4 groups you're feeling most called to. Otherwise, if you'd like to jump ahead, timestamps are down below and you can join me in your reading. So the first thing I want you to do with me is to take in 2 deep, mindful breaths. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to focus on clearing your mind. It's natural to have thoughts racing at this point. I want you to embrace each thought as it comes and let it slip as quickly as it came in. Focus on clearing and balancing out these thoughts so that they come and go without a desire to be attached to them. And now, with a rested mind, I want you to think of the first group that comes to your mind. It may be a number, it may be an object that I showed you. It could be a specific color, it could be a feeling that you felt when I showed you each of the groups today. When you are ready and when you feel confident, select your group and join me in your reading. Hi Group 1 and welcome to your reading. I don't have your crystal ready, how dare I? If you chose the Howlite crystal, then this is going to be your reading. Oh, you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel so goofy and uncomfortable on camera. I'm not gonna lie, like in terms of my face, I can deal with this. This is comfortable, this is familiar, this is something that we've been doing. But filming like my actual face on camera, excuse me, and my feet again, adjusting the bottom of this, there we go. Yeah, filming my face, it was just a whole different story. I had to redo that intro like twice. So welcome if you're here. Thank you for staying beyond that awkward part. So today's soulmate reading is with a twist. I am inspired by our past lives. I've got to be honest with you. I am inspired by our past lives. What have they been like? How does that impact our current timeline and the people? Are these the same people that we were with before? Is this new energy? What's going on? So that is why I posed that question, and that is the theory behind today's reading. It is a soulmate reading. We're going to look at your current energies first with your soulmate group 1. So coming straight into it, I think what I want to do is get tissue box messages. We're going to be focusing on your soulmate. If I feel anything is for you, I will talk about it. Excuse me, it is a general reading, so there's every potential that you're mirroring your soulmate's energy, and I may you may have selected a group that's more about your energy instead, but I am going to do my best to focus more on your soulmate. So what is their current energy, Spirit? Group 1's soulmate, what is their current energy? Wow, you guys got a lot. This is going to be an in-depth reading. Okay, let me just put those over there because I also want to get some Dreamers Tarot to pull some cards as well. Group 1 soulmate spirit. What is their soulmate's current energy towards them, towards the connection? We have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. I like that. Excuse Kirk, he's so demanding. It's getting ridiculous. I was on YouTube yesterday looking at, can I spray my cat with water? I know, it's terrible, but that's literally where I'm at. We have the 7 of Air coming out upright. Okay, one more card. What is their soulmate's current energies towards them, towards the connection? Oh my God, I'm hearing, if you love me, let me go. Okay, what's going on here, Spirit? What is their soulmate's current energies towards the connection? We also have the 5 of Water here. Oh my days. Okay. I'm going to start unraveling our charms and our tissue box messages to get to the bottom of this. Your bottom deck energy is the 10 of Earth. Wowzers. So potentially your soulmate is in a situation at the moment that they are not wanting to be in. They have had a change of heart recently, Group 1. They're in a situation that they don't want to be in. They want to change with the 5 of Cups. Whatever's going on here, this person is craving expansion. They're craving a change in the wind, and I feel like this person is struggling to articulate that in their own words, so their actions are coming across as very sneaky, very deceptive. This is someone who is struggling to have that tough conversation, but they know very clearly what they want. They want something that is going to enrich them for a lifetime, and it feels like they may have settled into a behavior or a relationship that was only gratifying for the instance. So I feel like this person is coming across as a little bit deceptive, mostly because they can't articulate what they truly want, so they just do it, and they try to do it in a sneaky way without having to have that serious conversation. Let's see what else the... Why do I keep saying charms? These are tissue box messages. What are you doing, Mercury? Leave me alone, Mercury. All right, as usual, separating the initials first. There may be messages in the initials today, otherwise you could take it as confirmation. The initials could be your initials or your soulmate's initials. You can choose to take it as it resonates, but I have a feeling there will be messages in those initials today. Oh, I feel so much more comfortable now that you're not looking at my face. That's so weird. If we were in person, I would be fine, but just talking to a camera feels so unnatural. It's like I can't see eyeballs, I can't see a smile. It's very unnatural, and I end up just going like really like just my personality just gets minimized because I'm not getting anything back from the camera. All right, so looking at initials, we have a lot. So I have a feeling that a lot of people will pick this group. Your first initial is V. I'm hearing victory. I feel like your soulmate desires victory in life. They want to be successful. We have E, everybody. This person may be treating everybody in the way that they're treating you. I feel like they're kind of coming across as a bit sneaky. They're not saying everything that's on their mind, let me tell you that. We also have a W or an M. Take that one as it resonates. I'm hearing more though. This person wants more substance in their life. They're looking at more opportunities. Yeah, we have an O next, opportunities. Yeah, I feel like this person knows what they want. They just need to make it work for them. We have an H coming out. House could be significant. This person seems to be wanting a home. We have HOME over here. Other than that, I feel like this person desires their 10 of Pentacles stability, but they want it to be something that is continually enriching their life, not something that just sort of peaks here. They want it to be constant. We also have an R coming out for you. So I'm hearing Roger Rabbit. Who shot Roger Rabbit? So I don't know. It kind of feels like there's a bit of mystery to this person that they're trying to work through at the moment. We have O again. I'm hearing octopus. So this person could have their hands on multiple different things at the same time. A very busy person in general. They could just be good with their hands as well. I keep hearing builder. We have T here. I'm hearing the word Turner. It's making me think of William Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean. So I don't know why, but their current energies seem to be around them sort of turning things around, but they're doing it in their own way. It's like they have so much going on and it's just easier to do it this way, even though it's not technically the most honest way or the most like ethical way in other people's sort of points of views, but I feel like it's coming towards them finally turning over a new leaf that they've wanted to do. We have I think this person has an idea. What is this idea, Spirit? We have I again. What is this idea, Spirit? They want to turn things around. So potentially this person is looking at their past and wanting to change their present. This person may have regrets over their past. We have three T's, 2 I's so far. T, turning around, tidal. I'm hearing tidal, but like tidal as in the waves, and that's what the 7 of water is showing us as well, is like this tide coming in or going out, however you want to see it. It looks like it's a incoming tide though after a low. So I kind of feel like this person is trying to change the tides, if that makes sense. Like maybe they've been at a low and they're trying to slowly, like with the natural forces, have their high tide moment. We have a C coming out as well. I feel like this person is trying to create an opportunity for themselves, but the way that they're doing it comes across as sneaky. We are also being shown a V again, so more victory. I'm also hearing victorious. So it's not necessarily about victory, it's about coming across as victorious, so projecting that image of being a victor. We also have a K coming out here as well. So I'm hearing kill 'em. So like, you know how you would hype your friends up or something, you say, yeah, kill 'em. I don't know if anybody else said that, but that's what I'm feeling. Like this person may have a hype man who is helping them sort of enact this sneakiness and making them think that it's less bad than it is. We have another I. So I and T is very significant in your reading. This person is very focused on themselves right now, I can tell you that. But whatever it is that they're doing, they want to do it perfectly. Like they want to really come across as someone who's well done with that T. Like I think of someone doing something to a T, making sure that it's really, really it looks legit, if that makes sense. They could also just be taking time out from a social scene that they were usually heavily involved in. They definitely have at least one person on the outskirts, though, just like hyping them up, who sees them or talks to them often. Now, we have Mercury here, so I feel like this person is definitely deep in thought about something. They're trying to decide what to do. Communication is sticking out to me, and I keep needing to swallow. You're the first group that I've filmed today, but still, my throat is getting thick. So either this person hasn't spoken to you in a long time, or they have a lot that they need to tell you. We also have an 11th house coming out, Aquarius. Yeah, this person is thinking about their future. They could share a friend group with you. Your soulmate is really out here trying to look ahead, though. Like, their head is in the clouds. Their head is looking up at the stars. They know what they want. It's just a matter of doing it. And the word rebellion is sticking out to me on this card. I feel like this person does seem to share a group with you, though. They are trying. They're out here trying for this connection. Whether they know how impactful you are in their life or not, what they are trying for is their 10 of Earth. And they're in a situation at the moment that isn't that. So they're trying to get out of that, and they do want to try to work on your connection. They want this connection. I just feel like they don't necessarily know how significant this connection is. We have greed out here as well, so their actions could look very greedy because of the effort taken. We are being shown the 3rd house, so I definitely think that you share a community with this person. I also think that this person likes to come across as confident when they're around their peers, so that could be why they're kind of keeping a low profile. If they're not feeling 100% confident, they're not going to step out for the day or the weekend. It feels like this person might just be kind of focusing on thinking straight and getting their story straight before they make an appearance. That's what I'm kind of seeing. There could be this hype man could be a sibling as well. We have Neptune here, so your person could have an addictive personality. Otherwise, I just want to say that aside from that, this person is just working on their dreams right now. There is confusion that they've clarified for themselves. The confusion that is lingering is, what do I do now? I've got choices to make. I've got actions to do, actions to take. What do I do? I feel like this person is going through a transformation, and for many of you, this person is transforming your connection by choosing to focus on what they truly want. We have karmic partner here. This could be something that they're stepping away from. They could be ending a tough karmic lesson at the moment, which is why it's so difficult to be clear, because it is tough. I feel like the 5 is instigating a change of heart, or at least is insinuating a change of heart in your current soulmate's energy. And the 7 of air is telling me that this person, because of this change of heart, is almost living a lie right now. So it's not fun, and I wouldn't want to trade places with them. We have, I'm grateful for my job, so maybe that this is a distraction. Their current energy is very invested towards their 10 of Pentacles, creating a legacy for themselves in all respects, not just materially, but in terms of relationships as well. We have September, I'm grateful for my wisdom. So I feel like this person has taken time off to reflect, to really think about what's going on in their world. They're currently processing information and realizing that, yes, I'm living a lie. Like, this information is telling me that actually I'm not where I should be. I'm not who I should be. I'm not with who I should be. We're also being shown the 9th house. So this person could be making some risky choices at the moment, or they could be wanting to shoot a shot in order to elevate their circumstances. I feel like this person is gaining awareness over their opportunities, though. They're wanting to make the most out of what opportunities they have. This person is a dreamer, and I think they are fantasizing about something in particular. They're definitely fantasizing about your connection. I do think that you're on this person's mind, but I don't think that they're wanting to focus on just how impactful you are, because that is going to be focusing on what was as well and in the past, and those are things they can't control. Those are things that get them down, that make them feel like a failure, and right now they're trying to feel like a victor. We're also being shown December, I'm grateful for my hard work. So we got a lot of earth energy, we got a lot of Virgo, and now we got a bit of Capricorn as well. We technically had Aquarius, Gemini was strong as well, and Pisces, with a little bit of Scorpio and Sagittarius. But I do think that this is confirming that I'm grateful for my job message of them potentially using work as a distraction or study as a distraction, really throwing themselves into that or wanting that 10 of Pentacles in every way. we're being shown the 11th house again. So I do think that this person is working towards their future. I think there's something about them that's very different as well. And they're learning that now. They're appreciating that they're an original and that they need to follow their individual journey. This may require them to emancipate themselves from something. But the fives can talk about conformity in some ways and us needing to change our circumstances in order to break out of that or in order to become more of an individual. So I don't know, I feel like maybe this person is just really having a mild identity crisis or an existential crisis right now, you know, and needing to figure out what they need to do to get out of this crisis. We have the first house here. Yes, they are very focused on themselves. They're wanting new things, though. They want new opportunities, new beginnings, new. I feel like this person does desire a serious committed partnership. They know that they have a soulmate out there. I think that if you know your soulmate well, then they know it is you. But I think that there are other pressing issues in this soulmate's immediate energy that is calling for their attention, and it does involve them ending things in order for them to focus more on you and this connection. I feel like this person is feeling a little bit like they're in a jail because they have these hidden feelings, these hidden thoughts, and I don't think that they can talk about them with everyone and anyone. They are harboring a secret, and this secret has led to them awakening and finding clarity for themselves. So I'm happy for them in that respect, but I can understand that there is some difficult choices that need to be made, and they may need to be forgiven as well because of they do have a beautiful big heart. They do have respect and love for the partners and partnerships. They value commitment. So I think that if this person comes across as sneaky or deceptive, they don't want to, and it would be very heartbreaking for them to do that. So I think that the part of this connection with you requires forgiveness as well. There's something that they have to do that they're afraid of doing because they're thinking that it would hurt. It would hurt you, it would hurt them, it would hurt somebody else potentially. So that is the current energies of your soulmate, you guys. That's where they're at right now. Now we're going to go into whether you've had a past life with them or not. So I'm going to pause the video so I can clean this up, and the next time you see me, I will have a new deck in front of me. So welcome back, group one. Now we're going to look into your past life now. If you've shared a past life with your soulmate, what you could learn from that past life and maybe what that past life was like. It's supposed to be exciting. It's supposed to be interesting. I just want to get you some real quick advice though, because I kind of whirled through your current energies, and then as I was, excuse me, these birds are almost as bad as Kirk. As I was packing up your little, why do I keep wanting to call them charms, your little tissue box messages, I realized that we need some advice. This is pretty heavy. Your soulmate's going through a lot of changes, a lot of transitions. They're not coming across as a very nice person right now. That's not their intention. I think they have a beautiful big heart. That Libra energy was strong, you guys. That Venus energy, not just Libra, but we got Taurus there too. It was very strong. Your person is highly sentimental, and it really hurts them to come across as the bad person in this equation. So what is the advice for you while they sort their stuff out? Spirit, what is the advice for group one while their soulmate goes through these changes? Yeah, you're being called to have compassion. You're being called to keep an open heart and to continue to hold love for this person. Holding love does not mean that we take responsibility for this person's actions. It does not mean that we need to take on their burdens and really be the one doing everything. It just means that we have love that we keep for them when they are ready to have it for themselves, when this person is ready to come towards you to explore it with you. We also have the 8 of Swords reversed. So while they're out here doing their thing, do not treat yourself like a victim. Do not treat yourself like the damsel or the knight in damsel in distress type of energy, you know. You are not helpless. You are not hopeless. You have other things that you could be doing, and you have other things that you can be focusing on. The light, the sun does not revolve around them. Group one, the sun revolves around you. You are the main hero in your story, and it is really important that while you do hold love for this person, you don't treat yourself like a victim. You are not a victim. You are strong. You are capable. You are independent, and you deserve to experience this life that you were given. So the 8 of Swords is encouraging you to get outside of that victim mentality and to allow yourself to see other versions of happiness in your day-to-day life while this person is figuring themselves out. So your bottom deck energy is reach out in the reverse. So Spirit isn't encouraging you to keep your energy centered. It doesn't mean that you have to come across as cold. Keeping your energy centered is very different to cutting somebody off. We're not wanting to do that. Remember, we're holding compassion, we're holding love. Keeping your energy centered means that we are aware of where we are investing our energy, and we are being mindful of what is a worthy investment and what is an unworthy investment. A worthy investment is something that gives as equally as it takes. An unworthy investment is something that takes too much, or that is trying to overload us and give us too much, because taking on too much of someone's energy is just as bad as not having enough of their energy as well. So if that is where you're at with this person while they continue focusing on themselves, Spirit is encouraging you to keep your energy centered and to really focus on what is and what isn't a worthy investment of your energy at this time. So that is your advice for the moment. Now let us look at your past life with this person, the exciting part of this reading for me, if I'm honest. Anyway, I don't know if it will be for many of you. Maybe you guys don't want to know about your past lives. But I just noticed there's not a lot of readings like this on YouTube. So let's see what Spirit can tell us. Have you had a past life with your soulmate before, group 1? We have the Page of Pentacles. You have. What else can you tell us about this past life, Spirit? The most recent past life with their soulmate. Oh, stop. Oh, sweet pea. I'm hearing I would walk 500 miles. Oh my days, and I would walk 500 more just to be the one who walked 1,000 miles to wind up at your door. This is beautiful, and there is tragedy here as well. So, oh my days. Sorry, you guys, I'm just absorbing it all. It's a lot, you guys. I'm absorbing a whole lifetime right now. So, and there's highs and there's lows and there's plateaus. So there's just a lot. But listen, you had a good life. You as an individual, group 1, your past life with your soulmate, your most recent one, you had a good life. You came out feeling acknowledged. You were respected in your community. You were someone who people looked up to. You were a nurturer. You were a provider in your own way. I feel like you fostered a lot of connections in your lifetime. You were someone who people really looked up to. Your soulmate had so much love and respect for you. Your soulmate recognized you instantly in a previous lifetime. They knew from the moment they saw you that you were someone that they were supposed to be with. Your soulmate spent a long time cultivating and earning your trust. They were someone who seemed to be more immature than you. They took a little bit longer to figure out how to make something serious with you. You seem to be focused on other things, other people, and I feel like this kind of led you away from them. In this lifetime, you did have a transformation with them, but I also feel like one of you passed before the other. I feel like in this lifetime, someone passed potentially too soon. There is a feeling of betrayal or a painful ending over here with the 10 of Swords, and a sense of regret with the 5 of Swords. Someone wishing that they had said more, someone wishing that they had done more, someone wishing that they had been more available, more present, offering more time and more meaningful moments together. This person had a split change in your timeline. They're highlighting the Knight of Swords as a significant part in your previous journey, where they realized that they had to act or they would lose you. This person feels like they stayed a friend for a very long time. You may have shared your meaningful moments together, but they never really took the connection seriously until it was almost too late. And I feel like this Knight of Swords is saying that there was a moment in your connection when someone had to really just make something happen very quickly. It was almost like at the drop of a hat, and this changed everything. This is what brought connection. This is what brought unity. But I feel like with the Page of Wands here, your journey was something that lasted a whole lifetime. There were a lot of ups, a lot of downs. There were times of feeling really worshipped almost and cherished and protected. And there were other times when you seemed to be challenged by external factors and a painful ending, or a painful, what feels like a betrayal, wishing that you had more time together with this person. I definitely feel like this person, at the time that their life ended in this past life with you, they made some sort of energetic promise to do better next time and to be more present next time. It kind of feels like by the time they realized this, it was too late. So I don't know if you passed first or if they passed first and it was when they weren't with you, because there's something about this that feels a little bit tragic, I've got to be honest with you. Group 1, what else can you tell us about their past life with their soulmate spirit? I want to ask about your most significant past life with them. What was that one like? What was Group 1's most significant past life with their soulmate? What was Group 1's most significant past life with their soulmate spirit? In this past life, you were married. That's why it was significant. In your most recent one, I don't think that the two of you were married. I don't think you were together. I think that this person tried to gain your trust, but there was a part of them that was very immature and wasn't ready to offer you a serious commitment, or by the time they wanted to, it was almost too late. The most significant timeline that you've shared with this person did involve marriage, unity, celebration. I feels like you were accepted by your community in this timeline. Potentially over here, the community could have been something that struggled to keep you together, if that makes sense. Sorry, Group 1. I'm expecting a FedEx package arriving today, and I just don't know when they're coming. So I just wanted to check before we got too deep into this that wasn't them. So Group 1, yes, this significant past life with them, you were married, you were together, you were embraced by a community as well. It felt like you were able to display your love for one another. It felt like you were accepted. You were able to have this joyful stability together, a joyful partnership, a joyful union. It feels like there were still changes or things that challenged your connection, but I feel like you overcame them together. As a unit, I feel like you were both able to overcome this, and that it wasn't something that permanently stood in your way. I think with the Tower here as well, the Tower is saying that there was something that happened in this past life that did cause some pretty destructive changes to that timeline and to your stability, but I do think that you overcame it. Let's see if we can get more information about that past life. What else can you tell us about that past life spirit, the most significant past life that Group 1 had with their soulmate? The 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I think that in this timeline you both knew, or you both realized, that you work better together, that you are individuals, but it wasn't a matter of like, I want to do this by myself. It's a matter of, well, this is my person and we do better together. Not in a dependent way, but in a secure way. I feel like you kept each other safe. I'm not sure what this time period was like, but it feels like you kind of needed each other there in that sense of we work better together, because I do think that you're both pretty individual. With the Knight of Wands here, you both had your own little journeys that you wanted to undertake. There is still some feeling of heartbreak here, and I feel like the Tower instigated it. The Knight of Wands tells us that there could have been a risky move in order to allow more opportunities in. You guys could have struggled with money in this timeline, and you might have been constantly trying to evolve or grow from your circumstances with the 8 of Pentacles, wanting to upskill, wanting to take advantage of like new trades or new merchant opportunities. And I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles reversed, you really both tried to invest in this vision as a unit. But with the Knight of Wands reversed, it could have come at the cost of a stable home. You know, you guys could have been constantly traveling. You guys could have been constantly on the move, trying to overcome or trying to be in alignment with, you know, wherever the money was, basically. So I kind of feel like with the Knight of Wands, you two could have been very different as well, like different backgrounds or different sort of upbringings or different cultures, that kind of thing. This person seems to Your relationship seemed to have challenges, but in this timeline, this most significant one, you were still allowed to come into union. You were still allowed to be together and to celebrate your love for one another. The Three of Swords, though, Spirit. Why is the Three of Swords here? It was your bottom deck energy when I pulled your first two cards for this timeline. But now that it's come out again, it has a much more significant role than I initially gave it credit for. Why is the Three of Swords here, Spirit? Why is the Three of Swords here, Spirit? The card might already be out. It might be one of these cards that they want me to clarify it with, but all they can give me is the Two of Wands and the Ten of Wands. And this was kind of a blockage. So I feel like the Three of Swords tells me that you guys were so focused on just trying to grow that potentially it did put a lot of strain on your relationship, and it felt like you were growing apart at times instead of growing together. For example, one person might have had to move away more than the other one in order to make ends meet. I feel like with the Two of Wands here, there was always this feeling of like, well, when do we finally settle down? When do we finally stop? When do we finally get to know when our last adventure is our last adventure? It almost feels like this traveling salesman lifestyle became very exhausting for one of you, and the other person was still curious, still wanting to get out there. So this could have been the almost the end all be all of the relationship, because the Ten of Wands is coming out as well. I feel like someone could have passed away when the other person was out at sea or something like that as well. It's kind of instigating feelings of regret. But I did hear the song Heart Eater by XXXTentacion when the Three of Swords was there. So it kind of feels like, expansion might have ruined this relationship in many ways, because you both knew that you wanted to grow, but it did come at a price. There wasn't a lot of stability there as the growth took hold, as the desire for success really took hold. There was a lot of focus on outgrowing an expectation when it comes to your lifestyle. And I think that rather than focusing on a stable home, the focus was on, well, how can I really make the most out of my wealth in this time? And it was both of you kind of had that, but one of you definitely took it a bit too far, and it feels like the other one was always waiting for the other one to realize that money doesn't buy everything. With the Ten of Wands reversed, it's almost like again, this responsibility, this feeling of needing to leave. Look at this person with their yak, and when it's reversed, it's like the one person didn't really want to do it as much as the other one. So what can you learn from this past life? What can you learn from your past lives? Group 1, please, Spirit. Should we talk about your first past life with the Page of Pentacles? Also, this first past life, I didn't really tell you. The Page of Pentacles, the first message that I got from it, which told me a clear yes, that you've shared multiple past lives with this person, with your soulmate, Group 1. The Page of Pentacles told me that you seem to be reliving a specific narrative, getting steps and steps ahead in each lifetime. The Page of Pentacles tells me you do have unresolved business with your soulmate from a previous lifetime, and you didn't quite graduate into the Knight of Pentacles. You still have that lesson to learn in order to move forward. I feel like you're going through a narrative throughout the ages. Like if this were a movie, it would probably be like a really long-winded movie that Angelina Jolie would direct, and she would cast, Brad Pitt as the lead male character. It would be something that was written by the Notebook author, like it happens through so many different lifetimes. You might have met this person 1,000 years ago when you were children and you never saw each other again, but you had that instant recognition. And then 200 years after that, you saw this person again, and the two of you were a little bit older this time. That's how it seems to be evolving, and you seem to get steps and steps ahead, but it does seem like there's always that twist at the end for you guys. That's what's happened here twice, where things aren't communicated, or something just takes things a little bit too far. Like in this timeline, it was one person's desire for growth and ambition and realizing that success doesn't buy you everything. In this timeline, it was a matter of pride almost, not taking connection seriously. That seems to be the underlying theme here, is someone isn't taking connection seriously. They're far too attached to experience in other ways. So anyway, what can you learn from this timeline? Group 1, what can they learn from their past lives with their soulmate? Yeah, there's definitely a lot of wisdom here that you have in you, in your soul, in your DNA. The 9 of, the 9 in this deck is the Hermit card. So it's asking for you to seek your answers from within. I feel like you can learn from your past lives that you know everything that there is to know when it comes to what is best for you. You are the oracle in your life, Group 1, and your past lives taught you that. For this recent past life, you knew that from a very young age. You were very mature for your age. But the most significant past life was you following this person without feeling like you had the ability to trust yourself and know yourself first. So the most recent one, you were much more evolved. You had that respect from others. You had that respect for yourself. And I feel like you're in a period now, you're in a timeline now where you are born with this wisdom, and you should always trust this wisdom. You should trust yourself because you know yourself better than anyone. Your soulmate seems to get lost at times. They seem to value other things at times. Even though they are a sentimental person, they're someone who is very, very focused on their material world. And this isn't true to who they are at the core of them and their firm sort of foundational beliefs. You are someone who helps balance them out. You are someone who inspires them to continue to grow and supports them to be the best version of themselves. But you also teach them that money and success does not buy you happiness. You are this rock that gives them sentimental value and something else worth living for other than a hustle. And I see really that the main advice that you can take from your past lives with your soulmate is that you are the sun in your life. This person isn't your sun. The sun doesn't revolve around them. The sun revolves around you. You are the source of your happiness. And in these lives where you've had your tragic endings, it's because you put them, it's the light of your life. And it's not to say that you can't love someone so much that you do say that they're your sun and that they bring you so much joy. But it's just that we can't forget that that isn't technically true. You know, we can say that and be all ooey gooey, but the truth is we are responsible for our own happiness, and joy is everywhere and love is everywhere. And the moment that we pin that on one person is technically the start of our downfall, because that person is single-handedly responsible for all our joy and all our light. That is a lot of responsibility. And I think that in this most significant timeline, this person couldn't take that responsibility, and so they ran. So I do think that what you can learn is that you are the source of your light, the source of your inspiration, you are the source of your joy, and that happiness and the sun does not revolve around them. They stand in the light with you, but the light is there for you. You are the main character in your journey. Your bottom deck energy is the Emperor. Yes, it's saying don't follow. Don't follow. So this person is very ambitious. This person comes across as someone who is very in control, but they aren't actually. They're very good at looking like they are. They're very good at appearing in control, which is why they are so connected to their material world. The material world is all about appearances. So the difference here is that they aren't, just as much as you aren't. Following them is like following yourself. So we may as well just cut the process short and stick to ourselves in terms of those big decisions. I feel like really why lead is reversed is because it's more about focusing on this person as a partner, not as a leader, and being responsible for yourself, taking this union as a union, two equals, not as someone needing to do everything for the other person, because I don't think that that's technically what you want either, Group 1. I think that you are someone who's very independent and who likes to do things in your own way. So that's what I get for the past life portion of this video. Next, we're going to look at your channeled messages from your soulmate. I'm going to get as many channeled messages as I can. We're going to talk about your current channeled messages, past life channeled messages, and we're going to get higher self channeled messages as well, because I have 3 decks to use. So I'm going to pause the video so I can pack this up, and the next time you see me, I'll have a channeled messages deck in front of me. Okay, group one, welcome to the channeled messages portion of your video. The first channeled messages deck that I want to use is the Honest Love Tarot. This came in the mail for me on Friday, and it came straight from NPC Make Playing Cards, so I don't know who it's from. I have to look it up, and when I do know, I'm going to link the info down below. I started looking through it and I was like, ooh, I like this. So we're going to use it in today's video. I've also got another deck that I can't wait to use as well. We're going to be focusing first on your past life, because I think that we need to kind of get that out of the way while we're still on that energy. It is still thick. I feel like this person is still connected to their past, their most recent past life version with you, if that makes sense. They definitely feel regret, and I feel like this person has gained clarity a lot sooner than they did last time. I think last time they almost left it too late to tell you how they feel and to take action towards you in the way that they should have. So we're going to see what they want to say. What does group one's soulmate from a past life want them to know, Spirit? What does group one's soulmate from their past life want them to know? What does group one's soulmate from their past life? I ruin everything I touch. Wow, this card was definitely reversed. So I feel like that is their goal, is that this time around they don't. But they're saying that in a past life they did. They struggled to get things, to overcome the challenges that they were facing with that Seven of Swords there. It does feel like a Seven of Swords. It could actually be the Seven of Cups. I haven't used this deck before. I think it might be though. We also have I'm going after what I want here. Yeah, I feel like this person did desire you, but I also feel like this person also got wrapped up with fantasies and goals and dreams and aspirations and all that beautiful ooey gooey stuff that we're told as a child, you know. This person seemed to be wanting to follow a fantasy, a fairy tale. I'm right where you left me. I think this is the Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups, but otherwise I just kind of feel like this person is exactly where they left off last time. They've gained clarity in this current timeline, and they're starting to realize how they might have accidentally self-sabotaged this connection. Your past life person feels like there is definitely unresolved business. The two of you had an ending in that life that seems to come over into this current timeline. Group one, please, Spirit. What does their past life soulmate want them to know? I've never felt this way before. It was technically reversed, so I think that is true, but I think at the same time you're that energy that they seek in every lifetime. I think that the truth is that it's you or nobody. If I'm honest with you, it's you or nobody, and they might be able to sort of numb themselves at times with other relationships, with other attachments, but I feel like once they discover you, it's an instant recognition and it's an instant feeling of longing. Group one, what does their soulmate from a past life want them to know, Spirit? What is their soulmate's energy from their past life want them to know? I'm getting back on my feet. Wow, so this person is recalibrating. It feels like they're finally downloading that information from their past life and figuring things out currently. They definitely had a lot to learn from that recent history with you. Anything else from this deck to talk about their soulmate's past life, Spirit? We have, I want to give you just as much as you give me. So definitely you were a respected Queen of Pentacles in your most recent past life with them. So I feel like this person desired to be your king, and maybe they never got that chance. They seem to come across more as a page and a knight. And to be honest with you, they were only really as good as the Knight of Swords, which was very quick, but I feel like they didn't really pull it off. I think that this person's version of victory in this lifetime is to be your knight, your king of pentacles, excuse me. So that is what we're getting from their past self, from their most recent past life with you. Their bottom deck energy, group one, is I couldn't catch you because I fell too. Yeah, I definitely feel that. This person fell down their own little rabbit hole, whereas you seem to fall into your hustle, your abundance, your security. Okay, so moving forward, we're going to get messages from them currently. This is the Cupid Says Channeled Messages Oracle deck. I'm so excited to be able to use it in this video. I have been in communication with Sang, who's the brains behind this deck. It's actually a sort of like a business run by two sisters. It's a very family orientated business, and their parents are on these cards. Well, I don't know about on these cards, but their parents were the inspiration behind this love deck. So I'm pretty excited to use it. There's a little bit of, it's all honest, so there's a little bit of good, there's a little bit of, you know, the not so good, but we're going to see what this person's current energies want you to know. What does Group 1 Soulmate's current energies want them to know, Spirit? Can we get some channeled messages from Group 1 Soulmate currently, based on their current energy? Channeled messages for Group 1 Soulmate, please. Why would you think / say that? Okay, so this person is questioning your thought pattern. They're questioning your faith is what I'm feeling, whether or not you feel the same way. This person may misinterpret your success as you siphoning your energy from them into other things. Group 1, please, Spirit, what does their soulmate want them to know right now? Based on their current energy, what does their soulmate want them to know? Based on their current energy. No more secrets. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? Oh, I love these cards. That is a perfect tie into that Seven of Cups reversed and all the secrets that this person seems to be suppressing. No more secrets. Why would you think / say that? No more secrets. What else does this person's current energy want to say? We have, can we meet? This person really wants to see you. Do they want to talk to you? What does this person want to say to Group 1 Spirit? What does their soulmate want to say? There are no what ifs. Yeah, this person is trying to ground their fantasies currently with the Seven of Cups reversed. Their current energies are very centered around grounding and moving with this change of heart. So what else does Group 1 Soulmate want them to know? What does Group 1 Soulmate want to say to them? First of all, they want you to know that sometimes it's about letting go. So this person is currently letting go of something. We do know that. What else does Group 1 Soulmate? I'm going to go now, okay? They're busy. They're booked and busy. I'm going to go now. Please be patient. And we have, we have cuddles, please. I'm going to go now. Please be patient. Cuddles, please. This is not a phase. So I do see this person trying to transition into something more stable. They're saying this is not a phase. So I feel like that's a testament to their feelings. I've never felt this way before. I know now this is not a phase. My desire is for intimacy with cuddle please being here. Sometimes it's about letting go of things that aren't meant for us so that we can follow things that are meant for us. There are no such things as what ifs. I'm going to go now. Why would you think / say that? No more secrets between us. Can we meet? Please be patient. I'm going to get channel messages from their higher self now, Group 1. This is a very in-depth soulmate reading. What does their higher self want you to know from my own channeled messages deck? What does Group 1 Soulmate's higher self want them to know? You are my everything. I haven't shown you that. I'm working on my 10 of Pentacles right now. You are my everything, but why, how did we get here is what this person wants to know. I am coming trust. They do want a fresh start with you, but they don't want to come in correct. This person is focused on being successful. They want victory. They want recognition. It feels like this person might have to win other people over in order to come into your life. They do want you to know that they're trying to do this for you, for them, for the two of you, for this union that you guys have, this connection that you guys have. This person is focused on success though. What else do they want? It isn't just about sex, okay? It isn't just about sex, but they definitely want more of that with you. They want intimacy, but this person is very busy. They don't have a lot of room in their life for anybody right now. They are out here looking sneaky because they are going through changes and they do need to do the right thing here. This person is trying to focus on their happiness, but in order to do that, they have to limit themselves, which makes me think that they've overinvested themselves emotionally with the Three of Cups reversed. They need to take their world more seriously when it comes to their emotions. This person could be cutting ties with a third party. Is there anything else their higher self wants them to know? If I asked you to stay, would you leave? This person's asking if it's too late to come back. They do want to see you though. What do they want to say to Group 1 Spirit? Words do hurt, actions do matter. This person wants to do the right things. That's why they're being quiet. They don't want to accidentally say something that could make things worse. Anything else from this person's higher self? Yes, this person is trying to stay optimistic about your connection. They're trying to be the sun in their life, the light in their life. They're very in their masculine energy right now. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? This person is focusing on their self-worth and being good enough to be with you. Remember, in a previous lifetime, they never really got to that point. They were only at the Page and at the Knight of Swords. They're trying to be the King of Pentacles. This person could be an Earth sign, you guys. Virgo and Capricorn came through strong. So that's what I have for you, group 1. That has been your very extensive soulmate reading. I hope it was interesting for you. It was definitely interesting for me. If you would like to know more about your past life, do join us on Patreon. The link is down below. Otherwise, I appreciate you for all of your support here on YouTube. Look after your beautiful self. Thank you for joining me. I want to take a quick hot second to thank your guides, to thank my guides, to thank our spiritual team for bringing us together and for offering this beautiful opportunity to gain further clarity over our past life, over our current life, and over what is yet to come. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I shall see you in another video. Bye! Hi group 2 and welcome. If you guys chose the amethyst cube, oh my gosh, I nearly slipped straight out of my hands. If you guys chose the amethyst cube, then this is going to be your reading. Welcome you guys. I said to group 1, I'm going to say it to all of you because I know that you would have picked up on it intuitively. I am so awkward on camera. It is so weird. This is my safety net. This feels natural. This feels comfortable. It's like I'm just looking at you across the table. You're looking at me. I'm doing this reading for you. We're connecting. But talking to a camera and like looking at a camera and pretending that it's natural is so unnatural. It doesn't feel right. And I had to refilm this intro like twice because it just didn't it didn't come across as warm. It was just me talking to a camera. So I really tried for the second one, but I know I'm gonna edit this video and look at it and go, oh my gosh, you need to try harder. Like, this is not natural. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I just wanted to laugh about that with you because you guys are so intuitive. That's why you're here. And I just wanted to make that known before we get into this beautiful, interesting reading today. I am off the buzz of group 1's reading, cleansing the air to make it more your energy, but this has been a pleasure. I think this is such an interesting topic. I really enjoyed filming group 1, so I'm going to enjoy filming yours. I know it. We're looking at your soulmate. We're going to start by looking at current energies. If you chose the amethyst cube, you are group number 2. We've cleansed the air. We've addressed the awkward intro. It's time to look at where your soulmate is currently at in this timeline. Group 1, please, Spirit. What is their soulmate's current energies towards their connection with group 2? I said group 1, didn't I? Group 2. What is group 2's soulmate's current energies towards the connection with group 2? What is group 2's current energies towards the connection with group 2? Your soulmate could be very intuitive, is something that I'm picking up. I don't think the cube was a coincidence. I think that you're here for a reason. Oh no, we have some Capricornian energy. Okay, I'm just going to separate these, but I will be pulling tarot as well to help me out, to finesse this energy a little bit. It's going to be an extensive reading, which is why I filmed it a whole week before it needs to be up, to make sure that I'm rested and ready. Sorry, you guys, I am expecting a FedEx parcel today. We don't usually have FedEx in Australia, so I don't know when they deliver. I'm just like, every time I hear a door close, I'm up and I'm trying to check the front door because my filming room is away from the front door for a reason. Like, I want peace, I want quiet, I don't want interruptions. So I apologize if I'm pausing the video 5 million times. It's to make sure that I don't miss that package. All right, group 2, please, Spirit. What can you tell me about group 2's soulmate's current energies? What is going on with group 2's soulmate currently? Oh, they're a bit serious. I'm out here acting like a goof, but this person is serious. We have the 6 of Earth coming out. We have the 3 of Fire reversed. Hello. And we have your bottom deck energy, which is Justice reversed. That's why they're so serious. They feel like they did you wrong. Baby, please don't go. If I wake up tomorrow, will you still be here? What happened? Why are they feeling like this? This person feels like there's an injustice in your connection and they feel responsible for it. They feel like they did something that caused the scales to get imbalanced here. I feel like with justice reverse, this person is not treating you the way that they want to. Emphasis on want to, okay? They know they need to treat you better. Group 2, your soulmate is either not at all a part of your life or they have been introduced into your world in this lifetime and they accidentally didn't treat you the way that they want to. I feel like you are going to come into union with your soulmate. That is the goal here. But your soulmate needs to focus on balancing out their energy first. I feel like with the 6 of Earth here, this person's idea of relationships takes on a very practical energy. They crave balance, but from a practical way. This person doesn't want to have something with someone that they can't have with themselves first, if that makes sense. They don't want to be dependent upon the people that they are in a relationship with. They very much so look at relationships as equal give and takes, as a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you do this, I do that type of thing, and they don't want to be dependent on their partners. So if this person is going through hardship, they don't want that to be your burden to bear. They want to be someone who can offer as much as you. So I feel like with the 3 of Fire here, this person is stalling. Their energy is a bit closed off, is a little bit of a keep to myself type of energy. I feel like this person isn't out here trying to be a part of your world right now because they don't think that they have a lot to offer. They want to come correct is what I feel. Let's get some initials. They could be yours or their initials, or they could just be confirming messages for us, which is what happened in group 1's reading. We have the letter N out here, so I'm hearing that Akon song, nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no, all my days. Okay, we have an A coming out here as well. So there's a lot of music coming through, but the A is telling me always. So I feel like this person is wanting you in their world, especially if you don't know them yet, you guys. This person dreams about you, they fantasize about you, they think about you, and then it also just makes them realize like how little they have to give you. So this person is out here wanting you, they want to nab you, with the B coming out now, they want to nab you up, like nab your mind. Is that even a word? Anyway, the B is mostly also just adding to this idea of needing to borrow. So I feel like this person is potentially just trying to balance out their material world right now. This person may have borrowed money to get back on their feet. They may have borrowed like a friend's house temporarily till they find their own. Like this person feels like they owe people things and they don't want to come across as someone who can't take care of themselves. So it's very much a I'm staying away on purpose energy. We also have an M or a W coming out for you guys. So I feel like this is saying what now? Like, I don't know if this person has a plan. I don't think so. I think that they're just taking things one step at a time. With J here, they definitely want more justice, more balance in their world. I'm hearing just do it. Okay. We have a Z coming out, zealous. This person is very keen for things to change. I feel like this person is constantly internalizing pressure in the sense of they're always listening to this inner voice inside their head telling them like, just do it already, like make it happen already, stop complaining about it unless you're going to do it type of thing. I feel like that's something that they always say to themselves. We have a U coming out here, so I'm hearing undercover. So either you guys don't know your soulmate yet or they're very much covert at the moment. You can't really like see them. They're undercover. Where's being shown a G? So I'm hearing genuine. I think that this person does have genuine intentions. I think that those intentions have been temporarily covered up by this little thing that they have in their head about not being enough and wanting balance and not feeling like they have enough to offer you to have this balance. We also have the letter R coming out for you. So I'm hearing rare and I'm also hearing ready, go. So I feel like this person is here for that real love, that rare love, that once in a lifetime type of love. But I'm also feeling like this person is very impatient with themselves. They feel like they should be further ahead than they are currently. With the letter T over here, Group 2, this person is feeling like things need to change. The T in Group 1 was about turning back time. For you guys, I feel like it's about turning things forward, turning things up a notch, speeding through things. This person is very frustrated with their selves right now because they come across as quite passive, when actually they have all this energy building within them, all this momentum, kind of like, let me have it, I want it now, justice again, J, just do it, justice, just do it. Goodness me, we have JT out here. That's a common nickname, isn't it? JT, JR. We have a Q out here. I feel like this person is very quiet, but they have a lot of noise in their head. What else am I getting with quiet? Quite likely. Quite likely, that's weird. Quite likely. Why quite likely? Okay, we'll see if that comes back. We have a Y coming out now for you as well. So I'm hearing you. I definitely think that this person dreams about you. Even if you don't know them, this person is out here fantasizing about you. We have Scorpio. So your person is currently working on, I feel like transforming things, but also Scorpio can be a bit stubborn. Scorpio is coming across as a very stubborn energy for me in your reading. I think Group 2, your soulmate is coming across as someone who really wants things to be done a specific way, and they can't see themselves doing it any other way, which isn't technically fair, because justice talks about things being fair for all. And I think that their version of fair is actually what may be the best outcome for others, but not themselves. So that is the main reason why justice is reversed, Spirit is saying. We're also being shown the 11th house here. Originality surprises the future. This also talks about friendship, and it could also be talking about the two of you meeting each other in a very surprising way. Like you're not really expecting to, you just seem to come together in that way. So I definitely think that the 11th house is telling me that there's a surprise in your future. Group 2, we're also being shown the 11th house again. I love that. It came out for Group 1 twice as well. I think that this person is wanting a strong friendship with you. This person seems to be someone who is stargazing a lot and wishing upon a star a lot. So Group 2, I feel like this person, They may come into your world through a group. This person is trying to be a better friend in general. So that is probably the best chance that you have at crossing paths with them. You kind of need to cross paths with them by seeing them through a friend of theirs. Like there's someone who's spending a lot of time with friends is what I get. In terms of your connection, I definitely think that they want the two of you to be like a team. They want the two of you to be to have like a strong friendship, to be like a group. A ride or die situation is coming to mind. We have I'm grateful for my job, so I definitely think that money is a concern for this person with the 6 of Earth here. I don't think that it's something that they're happy about. I think that they feel like they owe somebody something right now. So maybe they are getting on their feet. Maybe they've just started a new job. Maybe their circumstances are finally balancing out. But it feels like money seems to be something that's on their mind because they feel like they need to have material balance in order to have a relationship that is quite meaningful. We have Scorpio again, so that is a very possible sign of theirs. Scorpio is also referencing the ages 40 to 45 in your reading. We also have we have Taurus coming out now. So Taurus could be their sign, but Taurus is also just adding an element of harmony into your reading. It's telling me that this person is very sentimental. They could be projecting an image of a relationship that they want based on what their parents showed them. Like they may have looked at their parents' relationship and gone like, yes, I want that, or no, I don't want that. I'd rather this. But Taurus is kind of telling me that they formed this idea of relationships in their like pre-teen years when they were like between the ages of 9 and 13. And that is how they want a relationship to be based on that. We have Virgo out here now, so the ages 30 to 35. Virgo is also just talking about an introspective turning point in this person's current energy, taking time out to reflect, and potentially just absorbing information that they've already learned as well. Sometimes when we go through a lot at a short period of time, we need that moment of solitude to be able to fully process what we've been through. So that could be where they're at. Maybe they had been hustling hard to get to this point of balance in terms of their finances. and now they can kind of take a breather and process what they've been through. We're also being shown the Moon card, so I do think that this person has a distorted perception of their reality, and as well as the relationship that they want with you. Your soulmate is projecting a strong level of I need to do this and I need to do that, which isn't fair, because they're not really looking at it as this is what I do have to offer, this is what a relationship could mean for me and my partner. It's more so like they're looking at themselves from a point of lack and a point of deficit, like I can't possibly have enough right now, I definitely am not enough right now, and it's a little bit sad if I'm honest with you, a very skewed version of reality. We also have the letter S out here coming out, it was hiding in there, so welcome S, welcome sir. I'm hearing slippery snake, so I don't know what that's talking about, but that might be a meme that you guys have watched. I've watched it, my sister showed me it a while ago, it's hilarious, but I don't think so necessarily. I also think that that's a sexual energy that this person has. We have I wish coming out for you as well, so I definitely think that this person is currently wishing for you. There's a lot of heavy fantasy energy here in terms of dreaming and wanting, but I do get this impression that they're not quite able to focus. They have a very skewed version of their circumstances at the moment that is veiled by this moon's illusion energy and this feeling of like, I don't have enough, I'm not enough, I need this to be balanced, I need this to work out, but I have to be more, I have to do more, I have to acquire more. Yeah, we have the second house coming out now, so this person could be focusing on their physical world in the sense of really bringing value into their world, bringing that incredible job in, bringing that incredible home in, acquiring that expensive car, you know, dressing in those expensive clothes, very focused on their material world. It feels like this person gains self-esteem through their material success, so maybe that's why they're feeling a bit down. They might not have had a successful run of events recently. I do see that changing though. It's what hasn't changed though is the perception of themselves. That has to change as well, or at least become more balanced. We have throat chakra here, so I think that this person seems to be good at communicating. That's the only indication of communication though, aside from Aquarius, but Aquarius is impacted by Uranus's energy, which is more an energy of reinvention and thinking and logic. It's less communication, it's more thought and delving into the depths or the complexities of the brain in order to create. So I don't know if this person is very communicative. I think that they're very stuck in their thoughts. I think that they're very stuck in all of these sorts of fantasies and daydreams, not in a Neptunian way though, unless Neptune chooses to come out. It feels like they're more so thinking, yeah, from a reflective way, in a very logical way, with Virgo here again. So strong Virgo energy in your reading. We also have love here, so I do think that your person harbors strong feelings for you, even if they don't know you yet. They're telling me that they'll know when they know. Like as soon as they see you, they'll know, is what they're saying. We have you already know, speaking of that, so yeah, definitely confirming what I was saying. When I see them, I'll know. You already know. So for some of you, you do already know this person. For others of you, you won't be able to miss them. They're going to be very obvious. Crown chakra coming out here, Sahasrara, thank you. I feel like the crown chakra is elaborating further on this thought pattern with the throat chakra. It's kind of showing us the complexity of these thoughts. They're not just trapping them. This person is channeling energy as well when they think. They're channeling possible scenarios, possible realities. This person is very vibrational. I think that they're very intuitive. They're a creator through their thoughts. And this person is very good at tapping into the best possible outcome by aligning their energy with the best possible outcome. So this person knows that if their energy is off, the outcome's going to be off. And that's probably why they're also withholding from this connection. We're being shown Gemini now. So finally some communicative energy. They could have Gemini moon is what I'm feeling. I feel like this person definitely overthinks things. I think that this person would value an open and honest conversation with you. But I feel like this person is in a changing period where they're trying to outgrow a circumstance with all this Virgo and Gemini down here. We also have happiness. So absolutely, I think this person needs to focus on their happiness. I think that their current energy isn't actually focused on happiness though. They're still measuring happiness with success, which is only leading to disappointment because there's so many other factors to their success that they're taking responsibility for. Like if they don't align with that dream outcome, I feel like this person suffers a heavy blow emotionally. We also have very soon. So for some of you, you're crossing paths with this person very soon. Take it as it resonates, but that rarely comes out. So when it does, I like to take it literally. So that is your soulmate's current energies. Let's get some quick advice for you. What is the advice for group 2 while their soulmate goes through this situation? What is the advice for group 2? Your advice is to continue focusing on yourself, but in a sense of I kind of feel like you shouldn't downplay the success that you've experienced in order to accommodate for this person's lack of self-esteem. I feel like you're doing well for yourself, group 2, and you shouldn't feel guilty for that. With well-deserved reversed here, it kind of feels like some of you guys might cut yourself short in order to help this person feel better about themselves, and that's not what you need to do. I think that the opposite needs to be done. This is a period of recognizing your strengths and your talents and your skills that have led to your success, not using your success as a form of measuring your character, but looking at it as a way of, well, this is what I was able to do with the challenges that I faced and with the opportunities I was given. It's about looking at it in that point of view, having that mentality of, well, it took a lot to get here and I actually do deserve to be celebrated. I'm not going to pretend to be in a less fortunate situation just to help somebody else's self-esteem. We also have rebuild over here, so I feel like your advice is to continue rolling with the tide because you do have more exciting changes happening, and emphasis on exciting. This is the Tower card, but I feel like these are exciting changes. I feel like we are laying down the foundations for something pretty impactful in our world, and you're not doing this alone, so lean on your support network as well. You're being encouraged to roll with the punches though, so I do think that something might be happening either in a shocking way. It's still exciting, but it might be spontaneous is what I feel. It's still exciting though. Yeah, it could be a new idea or some sort of new communication coming in that gives us a fresh start. Your bottom deck energy is the World card, so it's only the beginning for you, group number 2. Your advice is to continue working on your goals. Don't give up. It feels like you may be at a slower time frame here in terms of things might have slowed down, but it's not giving up. It's not a sign of things not working out for you, group 2. I definitely think that embrace here is saying that it's just the beginning for you. I think that we have a long way ahead, a long journey of success for you. When it comes to this relationship, this person is in a temporary feeling of being imbalanced. They're very much on a similar energetic journey as you. They just experienced a few pitfalls here, but they will catch up. They will be in a better headspace. I think that they need to be the one to do that, though. They don't need you to try to tell them. In fact, it would make them feel more guilty because then they feel like a burden who is unable to self-regulate. They're very logical. I think that they just lead themselves down some very self-doubting paths, which we all do. We're all guilty of doing that from time to time. So your advice is to continue focusing on your success. You have some exciting changes happening that will lead to a new direction. I feel like you may currently be on this path, but you're going to receive answers to some of the problems that you're currently facing. And I do see that you're continuing to expand. So your advice is to continue rolling with those tides as you expand. So I'm going to pause your video now because the next portion of your video will be us looking at the past lives that you have shared with your soulmate. We're going to be examining your most recent past life, and then we're also going to be looking at your most significant past life, and we'll be getting advice on what you can learn from those past lives as well. This was the most interesting part of the reading for me, reading for group 1, so I'm very intrigued to see what comes through for you, group 2. I'll see you in a little bit. Welcome back, group 2, and now we are going to get into your past life energies. So let's first double check. Let's double check first. This part is exciting, but we want to be sure before we start pulling past life energies. Has group 2 had past lives with this soulmate before? Has group 2 had past lives with this soulmate before, Spirit? Has group 2? This is interesting. Your answer is yes, but also no at the same time. With the 7 of Swords coming out reversed, you've had past lives with this person, but not like this. Not like this. So what does that mean, Spirit? What was group 2's most recent past life with this soulmate? What was group two's most recent past life? We have the Six of Wands reversed. Okay, I'm hearing secrecy. Like needing to do things behind closed doors. We're also being shown the Seven of Pentacles reversed, waiting for the right time to come out. For some of you, this could be a relationship that was not publicly accepted, and it was something that had to happen in secrecy. I'm kind of getting that with the Seven of Pentacles here, it could have taken a long time to try to build something with this person, or you had to cut your relationship short with that card reverse. You had to uproot it before it even had chance to grow. Oh, what was the most recent past life with their soulmate like, Spirit? What was the most recent past life with their soulmate like? Yeah, I'm getting like closeted. I've got to be honest with you. For some of you, your same-sex relationships and your most recent history with this person, they had a happy family that you weren't allowed to be a part of. It felt like it was a secret. It felt like your relationship was never, you were kind of just friends. You kind of just pretended to be friends. You were never allowed to be public with your affection, is what I want to say. You came across as just roommates or as just friends, or I just went to school with that person, or they're from my work. Oh. You had a strong emotional connection to this person though, group two. And I feel like the two of you really did share a lot of deep and meaningful moments. I feel like this person got to be their true self around you, their true person around you. They weren't able to be this person around other people. What else can you tell us about this most recent past life with their soulmate? Spirit for group two. Their most recent past life. Yeah, this person loved you deeply, but they carried that betrayal with them to the day they died. This person loved you so, so deeply. They were very good at hiding it, though. They were very, very good at hiding it. This person was a master. Nobody would know, is what I'm hearing. Nobody would know. With the Ten of Swords reversed, they carried that betrayal with them to the day they died, though. They felt like they had hurt themselves, but hurt you and others that they cared for more than anything. I feel like this person betrayed themselves. And that was something that they carried away from that experience as well, was that if I have the opportunity to be honest, I will next time. If I have the opportunity to end that cycle of pain, I will next time. I won't just let it prolong to the point where it's eating me on the inside out. This person was leading two lives, one with you and one with a family. They felt like they had to perform like a circus animal for society. This person never got to really be their true selves. They always stayed under this guise, under this image that society wanted them to be. They never got to truly grow and expand from that. I feel like this person experienced a lot of heartbreak, and so did you. What happened with you in this past life, Spirit? What happened with group two in this past life? Who did they become? You never really seemed to grow in many ways. With the Page of Wands reversed, part of you felt stunted as well. Part of you struggled to move forward as well. I think that you tried. I don't doubt that you tried. But I feel like a part of you struggled to overcome this as well. Some of you just never found that person who understood you, who got you. You experienced this unrequited love your whole life. And I feel like you put other people in that position as well. Like people moved towards you with interest, but you were never truly available to them. You also wore a mask, is what I'm feeling. You also struggled to express your authentic self in this lifetime. You were also someone who repelled energy rather than attracted energy. You weren't comfortable with pretending, so you just walked away before people would find out the truth. It also feels like you ended up repeating a lot of painful cycles because you just couldn't break out of them. It feels like many of you stayed in stagnant relationships, friendships, because they were comfortable and they didn't expect too much from you, but it was never truly forgiving or fulfilling, should I say. It feels like you kept a lot of things under the light. I do think that you expressed your truth to one person in your lifetime, but I don't think that you were really given the response that you wanted or that you deserved. I feel like with the Eight of Cups reversed here, many of you guys spent your whole life trying to just find an outlet for this, what you carried within. With the Empress here, it feels like you just never really grew. You never really got that chance to blossom. I do think that you became a very spiteful, bitter person in your lifetime who was also a bit jealous. But I also think that you did have your success with this as well. I think that you had a tenacity that many people couldn't match. I think that you became very competitive, especially if you were focused on your career in this lifetime. For others of you, you became very successful with art and creation in that way because it was your form of expression. I think that you would have produced some very incredible creative pieces in this lifetime. You could have been a poet or a writer who talked about these things with such depth that people kind of looked at you as this loner and was like, how does this person know pain? How does this person know love? And it's because your muse was there all along, hiding in plain sight. I feel like with the Six of Pentacles here, you did make a tidy income for yourself. I feel like you were in a position where you could help others as well, and you did try. I feel like you were definitely a generous person beneath it all, but I do think that you kind of kept this very tightly under wraps. Bottom of deck energy is the Four of Pentacles, for that past life. So I definitely think that that past life seemed to hit different. Your most recent past life with the soulmate, it was really about you trying to know how to open up safely, because I don't think that you had that experience in that lifetime. I think that opening up that time that you did led to an outcome that could have hurt you or put you in harm's way, or just garnered a very negative reaction from whoever you were talking to. So I don't think it was met with the love that you were hoping or with the kindness that you were hoping for. I think that you became a very frugal person who didn't really have a lot of confidence, in the sense of like you didn't have a lot of people to confide in. And I also think that you had a lot of feigned confidence as well. You were very comfortable. You came across as a very confident person because you were always acting. You were always wearing a mask, always having a persona of this energy. Sorry, you guys, I had to cut it short because I thought the FedEx lad was here, but he wasn't. But yeah, that's what I saw here for your most recent past life with the soulmate. It's not exactly all sunshines and rainbows, but we're going to, it helps us understand our energy and this person's energy a little bit as well, because that's the most recent timeline that you've shared with them. That is your most recent interaction that you've had with them, excluding this lifetime. So that is where some of that unresolved energy could be coming from. Now, we also want to look at the most significant past life that you've had with them, and then I'll be getting advice on what you could learn from these past lives. So group 2, please, Spirit. What is the most significant past life that they've had with their soulmate? We have the Page of Swords coming out. I feel like you met this person at a young age. One of you could have been older than the other. The Tower reversed. Okay, the two of you explored things before you were ready to. You could have had a awakening with this person. I'm hearing a sexual awakening with this person. They're showing me the Ace of Pentacles, but the card that wants to come out is the Four of Pentacles. Wanting more and not getting more is what I'm hearing. What was the most significant past life with this person? The Two of Cups. You could only be friends. Oh my days, what is this? What is the most recent past life with this person? The Knight of Cups. I'm hearing I've always loved you. I've always loved you. But things just didn't work out the way that they were meant to. We couldn't be fools and pretend it was able to happen. Things just didn't, it wasn't our time is what I'm hearing. It wasn't our time. Your bottom deck energy is the Two of Pentacles reversed. Why does this happen to soulmates? I don't understand. Oh, I love these readings and I love history, but I hate the pain that it brings. There's so much pain inflicted upon people who are in situations where, you know, love is supposed to conquer all, and instead it's used as a weapon of persecuting and creating pain. So anyway, I don't want to get down that timeline. I've got to wipe my eyes now. They're starting to leak. But what I want to say for you guys is that the most significant timeline that you shared with this person involved you realizing who you are and how profound your feelings can be. I feel like for many of you this is a same-sex relationship, or it could be an interracial relationship. You shared a timeline with this person where the two of you weren't fazed by the differences. The two of you were able to come together. I definitely think there was still a separation here with that Two of Cups reversed. I definitely think that the circumstances didn't allow for the two of you to have a long life together, but you shared meaningful experiences with this person where you were able to connect with them and where you were able to explore your feelings with them. It also feels like the two of you were able to figure out each other in the sense of like how each other responds, because you are someone who seems to be very coveted. Like you just kind of you go inside, you internalize, you withdraw, you reflect, and you keep it all here close to your chest, literally like this beautiful woman over here, close to your chest. This person knows that about you from this timeline. This person knows that you are someone who needs to have your space, and you also need to feel protected and safe in a relationship. It feels like the two of you just couldn't take that leap towards one another in that lifetime, but it was nothing that you did. It was circumstances bigger than you. You just weren't able to come together. You were able to foster a strong union, a strong connection through energy. The two of you did share an impactful experience that awakened you to who you are, to your truth as an individual, as well as to who you can be as a couple as well. I feel like you shared romantic experiences with this person. I feel like with the Three of Pentacles reversed, you could have shared a group with this person, like the two of you were in school together, or you shared a workplace and you had to keep it private with the Three of Pentacles. I think that the two of you tried to sort of hide behind closed doors, but I don't think that you were successful in doing that for very long, because it feels like that journey was cut short with the Fool reversed. I'm feeling as though somebody had a shorter life than the other one did, or you were just forced to separate in this lifetime so that you weren't at harm, so that you were protected. That was your guide's way of protecting you as individuals. You had to be forced apart, or you could have been seriously hurt. I feel like the Tower reverse tells me that things never truly healed from this. Like things never truly rebuilt themselves in proper ways. I think that things were very messy and painful for a long time for you and for this person. And with the Wheel reversed, it just never seemed to work out. With the Two of Pentacles reversed, I do think that you both never really found that balance. You never really found the yin to your yang, in the sense of this was it, you know, and unfortunately you were pulled away from them. So I do think that this is about finally having that chance, and potentially there's a lot of pressure on the two of you because of this. Your person seems to be someone who knows you on a very intimate level. They know your feelings. They want to be someone who can protect you, which makes a lot of sense, because now we know that they want to be enough for you. They want to have enough resources, they want to have enough materials, they want to be able to support you. So that makes a lot of sense, because the most significant timeline they had was when they weren't able to do this for you. Let's get some advice. What can you learn from these past lives? What can Group 2 learn from these past lives, Spirit? We have clarity or belief. You can learn to pay attention to your thoughts. You can learn that things are able to change, and you can learn that you finally have a new start for yourself. I feel like we can't take this as what will happen in this lifetime as what is being shown. You're being taught to say yes this time instead of no, with clarity or belief. The Shine card came out for the other for the other group as well. This card is talking about saying yes. It's talking about keeping the sun as your focal point and not necessarily this relationship. It talks about not losing ourselves to other people, but I feel that for you, Group 2, it's talking about staying optimistic. It's talking about staying optimistic about what you deserve and how you deserve to be treated. I feel like we're in a very blessed part of our world, in the sense of many loves, although still facing persecution and judgment and discrimination, a lot of love is accepted, a lot of love is free, a lot of love is able to be explored in most societies in this timeline. So I feel like that is where all of these soulmates who were previously discriminated against and persecuted for the way that they looked or for how they were born finally have the chance to ground love that has been dormant for many lifetimes. Speaking of love, we have the Lovers card coming out for you. So you're being taught to really think for yourself here and to focus on yourself in the sense of taking advantage of the opportunities that you're given as well. And it's not just about looking at it from a selfish way, but looking at it as, well, this is what I want, so I'm going to do what I want. In the past, in my last life, I wasn't able to. I knew what I wanted, but I wasn't allowed to have it. Now I can. You're being called to have trust in yourself, but to also gain the information from your instincts. That's how these past lives can manifest in our present, is through instincts. Your instincts tell you to trust this person. Your instincts tell you not to trust this person. Your instincts tell you you're not a fool. You know what you know, and you know what to do with what you know. So trust yourself, trust your instincts. And we're also being taught to not get too confused by the things that we don't know, because we do know a heck of a lot. I feel like with observe here reversed, we're being encouraged to know when to act and to know when to go with what we are feeling, when to take our intuition and run with it instead of staying stuck in that stagnant position, because now we have the opportunity to act. I also think that observe is asking you to trust your observations, to trust what you do know, and to not look at this as, well, maybe I'm just not I'm too naive, or I just don't know enough, that type of energy. We have choose your battles here, the Seven of Wands reversed. So I feel like this card for advice is saying that from your past lives, you know what is worth fighting for. You know what is worth in your energy and investing your energy into. And I think that this card is encouraging you to not be too proud, to just stand for what you believe in, and to not take it as a matter of pride. I also think that this card is asking for you to not take other people's pain seriously. We know that people can judge and criticize and falsely accuse and cause so much hate through their own pain. Hurt people. We know this, so we can't take it personally. We have to look at that as someone who is unhealed and someone who is projecting their pain onto others as well. Your bottom deck energy is detach, the number 11, which is justice reverse. So you need to know that what happened in your past does not need to happen in this lifetime. You do have the opportunity to balance things out for yourself and to detach yourself from your past lives, in the sense of you have a blank new slate here. You can take the wisdom that you had from your previous life by trusting your instincts and by trusting your observations, but it is important that you know that this is a fresh start for you. This isn't something that has to continue going like a curse or like a really torturous pattern of circumstances. No, we have the chance now to start fresh, to say yes, to explore, to express, to be optimistic, and to actually do what we want to do for once. So group 2, I'm going to pause the video and pack this up. The next portion of your reading will be looking at channeled messages. We're going to be using 2 new decks, which I'm really excited to use. We're going to get channeled messages from your soulmate's past self, which is very fresh. Then we're going to get channeled messages from your soulmate's current self, and we'll also be getting channeled messages from their higher self as well. So I'm going to pause the video now so I can get onto that. Okay, group 2, welcome back, or should I say welcome back to myself, because for you guys it's only been a second. I'm going to start with channeled messages from your soulmate's past self. Let's see what their past self from your past life wants you to know. This is technically just channeling the energy that was. Their consciousness is here with us presently, but we'll see what their energy from your past life wants you to know. Excuse me, I've got to wipe my nose. I think you're going to cross paths with this person very soon if you haven't already. Oh, my nose is just itchy. It's not even leaking. Usually when I channel it leaks, but for you guys it's just itchy. I do have makeup on too, and I don't like wearing makeup now. So I think I gotta wash it off after your reading. Group 2, please, Spirit. Yeah, let's get some channel messages from their soulmate's past self. What does their soulmate's past self want them to know, Spirit, from their recent past life? I'm using the Honest Love Tarot. I don't know who made this beautiful deck, but I'm already a fan, so I'm gonna link it down below once I find it. We have, I'm making plans for us. Yeah, their past self was a dreamer. Their past self was always someone who seemed to be a little bit, how do I say this? It's like they were too optimistic, which I hate to say because optimism is something that just spreads so much joy. But I do think that this person was always, like, a part of them was this younger self that was a little bit blinded by the harsh realities of the real world. So let's get some more cards though. Group 2, what channel messages can we get from their soulmate's past self? I would do anything for you. This card is reversed. I don't doubt the gravity of this energy, but I do think that this person struggled to actually enact that. I do think that this person never really got the chance to show you that. What else? You could destroy me. I feel that. I feel like pride could have gotten between you as well, because this person did have some things going for them. This person came across as someone who had stability. They had their 10 of cups, and then you come along and it's like all these feelings and all this energy and all this desire and all this passion, and all of a sudden there's all this fear. What if this person destroys everything? Group 2. I listened to every word you said. Yeah, you were very impactful on this person then and now. You had a massive impact on them. And I feel like they did. They sat a long time because they learned a lot from what you had to say. The two of you taught each other a lot of things. The two of you woke up parts of yourselves that had been dormant, that you hadn't actually allowed yourself to experience. What else would this person say? It's easier to fantasize than make it real. I feel that. Don't worry, I'm coming. That's in the reverse. I feel like this person never got there. I can't see past my own fears. I feel that. This person listened to their fears. This is a blockage. I can't feel your love anymore. Yeah, this person never stopped thinking about you. It was always on their heart and on their mind. I wish I believed in me like you do. This was technically a blockage. So they saw you out there. They never stopped feeling you and wanting to know how you were. But part of them saw you as being more successful than they were, if you'd believe that. I was meant for you. In the reverse, this person spent a long time trying to convince themselves otherwise. And I think that part of them tried to really make that true, tried to really, really, really focus on something else. Your bottom deck energy is you were meant for me. Isn't that beautiful and beautifully tragic? It really does highlight that your previous timelines with this person didn't allow you to explore who you truly are and who you were meant to be as lovers, as connected people. All right. Now we're going to move forward to your current energy. So what does this person currently want to tell you based on their current energy? This is a beautiful deck called Cupid Says by a wonderful family in Singapore. A beautiful sister duo sent me this deck. I'm going to link the Etsy links down below. It comes in a amazing little package. Let me get it real quick. Let me flex on you real quick. It comes in a beautiful little tin. Mine came with a little charm as well. I don't know if yours will, but I loved it. I knew as soon as it came, I was like, yes, that's my Cupid Says Channel Messages Oracle deck. I had been fiending for this deck. I was so excited. Anyway, coming back to your reading, let's talk about your current energies with your soulmate. Group 2, please, Spirit. What is their soulmate's current channeled messages to them? What is Group 2's soulmate's current channeled messages to them? Excuse me, I don't feel comfortable because of how those cards came out. Thank you. We have the one that got away. Wow. The one that got away. That's how they currently feel about you. So for some of you, you definitely know this person. If not, they are thinking about you from a previous lifetime. The one that got away. Group 2. How could you be so attractive? Oh my days. This person, yeah, they've spent a lot of time thinking about you, Group 2. This is someone who's very much in their head about thoughts of you. You consume a lot of their time is what I'm getting. You're very much a distraction from this person's work or study. But I also just feel like this person, if you don't know them yet, they're going to be hard to miss, okay? This person is very, very attracted to you and vice versa. Group 2, please, Spirit. What channeled messages do we have from their soulmate now? Oh, look at this. That's the one. Let's make magic happen. Oh, my heart. My heart, my heart, my heart. What else can we get from their soulmate's energy right now, Spirit? What does their soulmate want to say to them right now? I just want to know why. Yeah, maybe this person is a bit confused. I don't think so. I think really there's you instigate feelings that they are curious about, because from that previous lifetime, we know that this person wishes that they had been able to protect and provide. So I feel like in this timeline, they have those feelings, they have those impulses, but it's like, why? Why do I feel like I need to be this incredible person for this person? Like they're just another person. I think that there's a lot of feelings tethered to this previous lifetime with you that is being resurfaced now in this lifetime. One more card, please, for group 2 from their person currently. I'm so excited for our future. Yes, you need to know that your past wasn't a true reflection of what is going to happen right now. You have the chance now to do what you couldn't in the past. Who am I is coming out as your bottom deck energy. So this person is coming into who they truly are. They're discovering who they truly are and what they truly want. So let's get some channeled messages from their higher self now. Group 2, please, Spirit. Can we get some channeled messages from their soulmate's higher self? What does their soulmate's higher self want them to know? If I follow you, I could lose everything. So this person is trying to, I'm hearing, they say 2 wrongs don't make a right. So if I'm wrong, I ain't trying to fight. I'm trying to make some dinner with some candlelight. Lay up in the bed and make love all night. Oh, bless. That's by the Fugees, I think, or Wyclef Jean. Anyway. 2 Wrongs by Wyclef Jean, I think. If I follow you, I could lose everything. This person is trying to finally do what is right. I feel like this person is trying to, is still struggling to kind of balance things out in their own way. Their logic is telling them one thing, but their actions are doing other things. When I see a 5 of Swords, I kind of look at it as someone who needs to do something, even if somebody loses. When that card's reversed, it could indicate that we're struggling to do that because we don't want anybody to lose. What else can you tell group 2 about their soulmate, Spirit? Their higher self. This person is trying to simplify their world. They are putting a lot of pressure on themselves to do this. I feel like their material world was in balance. They're trying to balance it out now. This person is already very connected to you, group 2. They have a strong intuition and a very strong connection to you. I definitely think that this person's perception of themselves needs to change. Group 2, please, Spirit. You have so many choices and options. I think that this person is definitely a 6 of Cups soulmate for you. I do think that this person's higher self is highlighting that you do have other things that you could be investing your energy towards. I feel like this person wants to be a viable offer for you. They don't want to be a sympathy vote. So they are going to continue working on themselves until they feel ready for a relationship, full stop. This person wants a serious relationship. And then to meet you, to recognize you for who you are, it would put a lot more fire under them, so they need to do this for themselves. Their higher self is reminding you that you still have choices, you still have options. Group 2, please, Spirit, what does their soulmate's higher self want them to know? What does their soulmate's higher self want them to know? I am in so much pain. This person is longing for you. They do think about you. There is no one else, okay? There is no one else. This person is very focused on having something serious with a serious person, and that is you. I feel like this person is transforming their perception of themselves and relationships, trying to look at things in a more balanced way. They're trying to focus more on themselves. Actually, they're not, but they need to. They need to focus more on themselves. It doesn't mean that you don't matter. It just means that there's other things that need their attention right now, and this is all about self-love, taking care of self, putting that oxygen mask on in order to help others. If they can't love themselves, they can't offer love to others. It's like offering something that you don't have. It's offering an attachment instead. I don't love myself, but I know what love looks like, so I'm going to give you that, which isn't love. It's an attachment. I'm going to make you attached to me. You can't actually love me because I don't even know who I am. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? The 9 of Pentacles. So this person would like you to know from their higher self that you are a hustler. You're someone out here who has the opportunity to create something for yourself in this lifetime that is stable, that does offer you security. And even though they know this, they still want to be someone who can offer that to you as well. They see you as an individual and they want to meet you as an individual. This person in previous lifetimes has seen you like that as well, a queen, someone who can take care of themselves. So it is important that this person feels that on their end as well. They do need time to figure this out for themselves. And until then, you are very much a part of them energetically. They never stop feeling you and thinking about you and how the two of you can come together. So group 2, that is what I have for you. That has been your very in-depth, very extensive soulmate reading. I'm going to end it here. I do just quickly want to talk about the past life reading, but before I do that, I want to take time to thank your guides. I want to thank my guides. I want to thank our spiritual team for helping us through this reading, for giving us the clarity and the support and the information in order to move forward in our journeys. I really want to take time to send you so much love and light as well. This reading, although it was lengthy, it was honestly something that was very enriching for me, and I really enjoyed it, so I hope it was helpful for you as well. Now, the past life reading that I'm doing on Patreon, we're going to be focusing more on who you were in your past life. We're going to be focusing on more on the lessons and what unresolved karma you experienced in your past life. There's going to be 6 different groups because I'm guessing that we're all going to have multiple different past lives. And I'm going to be trying to get timelines. Like, I'm going to try to get specific around like when was this past life type of thing. We're going to look at the lessons that you experienced and the purpose that you had and how that can help you now, because as you was shown in this reading, your past life does impact your present timeline as well. So if you are interested in that reading, it will be on Patreon. Link is down below. Otherwise, thank you for all of your support here on YouTube. I appreciate every single second that you stayed in this video. Sending so much love and light on your way, and I shall see you in another video. Bye! Hi Group 3 and welcome to your reading. If you chose the red carnelian crystal, then this is going to be your reading. So Group 3, today's reading is a soulmate reading. We've got a lot to cover. It's going to be a lengthy one, so grab your food, grab your liquids, stay hydrated, and join me for this wild ride. I have had so much fun filming Group 1 and 2. It has been such a pleasure. I would describe it as enriching, but I hope that this reading for you is a little bit of an educational experience, helps you gain some wisdom, helps you gain some clarity. I took a little bit of time off, and now that I'm back here, this light is so bright, I'm like blinking. You can't see me, but I'm blinking. Group 3, today's reading, we're going to start by looking at the current energies of your soulmate. So I'm going to get tissue box messages first. We'll get this little one out of the way, and I will also be pulling tarot cards. Now, just real quick, I just want to tell you as well, I am not comfortable with being on camera, you guys. I have to say this for every group, because if you're new here, this is my comfort zone. This is us like communicating, talking, connecting. You get to see the cards. I get to feel like I'm sitting across the table from you doing a reading, filming the intro for this video. It's what I wanted to do for the channel. But it was so weird, like actually talking to a camera. And I've had this experience with Patreon because I do videos on there where I'm talking, but it was just like, oh my gosh, this is so not normal. So I'm gonna get there. I'll get better. I'll get more organic. I'll get more like me and less like a robot reading a speech. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I just wanted to talk about that because if you've been following me for a while, you might watch that intro and think there's something wrong with her. Like she's not acting like the hermit. Anyway, Group 3, we'll start with tissue box messages. We're going to cover a lot in this reading. We've got to talk about your past life and channeled messages as well. But firstly, we want to see what your soulmate is currently going through. What is their current energy in their connection with you? How is Group 3's soulmate currently feeling about them and their connection? Okay, interesting. I'm going to separate the initials because that's just what I like to do. And I will also be pulling some tarot as well to help us get a brief overview. Just 3 tarot cards to help explain what your person's current energies are like. Okay, let's separate. How are we? There we go. Anything else in here? Anything else? No. All right, so we'll get some tarot real quick. Where are you? Here we are. Group 3, please, Spirit. We're using the Dreamer's Tarot today. Group 3, how does their soulmate currently feel about them and their connection? How does Group 3 soulmate currently feel about them and their connection? We have the 5 of air coming out for you upright. Okay. How does the soulmate currently feel about them? We have the 7 of earth coming out upright. Okay. And your bottom deck energy is the 6 of water. Wow, 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 wow. That's the soulmate card. Listen, it's reversed. And this is because your soulmate is desiring to come back into your world. I feel like for many of you, this person already knows you in this lifetime. Regardless, they definitely want to be closer to you. They're acknowledging a need for energies to come back into balance, for emotions to be expressed. They're detailing this as like spilt water. So I feel like things need to be released. I think that for some of you, it's been a long time coming. Feelings need to be explored. Yeah, energy needs to be expressed. So the 5 of air is interesting. I'm getting this energy from your soulmate that they kind of need to change their actions towards you in this connection, or they're going to get the same unsuccessful outcome. And I feel like it's between a rock and a hard place, in the sense of this person has to make a decision in order to step towards you, and it's something that has like no room for error. It's like win or lose outcome. I kind of feel like this is leading to the 7 of earth as well. Like it's all about you reap what you sow, and either this person hasn't sown a heck of a lot of seed with you, excuse me, that's a bit of a sexual message as well, or they need to start, they need to ground things. I feel like this person is desiring to ground things. It kind of feels like everything's up in the air with you. The soulmate feels like they could lose if they don't do something now. So let's see what initials we got. For group 1 and 2, there were a lot of messages that came through with the initials as well. So this could be yours or their first, middle, last name. But with the F here, I'm getting first. So this person may feel like they might lose you to somebody else. We're getting G come out here. You're very beautiful in your person's eyes. I also feel like this person wants to win with you. I'm hearing goal. We have C coming out. You're their dream person. I feel like this person can see that, but I also feel like this person is also focused on the challenges and the conflicts and some sort of con here they have to do in order to get you. We have a K coming out for you, so I'm hearing killer queen. So isn't that interesting? Maybe you have a very strong and dominant energy about you, and I feel like it's very hard to forget you. We have an M over here as well. I'm hearing money. I'm also hearing a moment in time. So you know that Nicki Minaj song, Moment for Life? I'm also hearing that, but moment in time is very strong. So I feel like this person feels a bit frozen at a specific moment in time. I'm also being shown for you guys the letter O. So this triggers octopus energy. This was in another group as well. Octopus energy makes me think that this person's very busy. It makes me think that this person has their hands. Excuse me, I'm just fixing my chair. It makes me think that this person has their hands in multiple things at the same time, trying to do everything. We have a G coming out for you as well, group 3. I feel like this G coming out again is solidifying how grateful they are for you, especially if the two of you already know each other. This person is very, very grateful for the input that you have in their world. I don't know if they show you that though. I don't know if they express their gratitude frequently to you. We also have a letter J over here. I'm hearing Justin, but I'm also hearing just in, like this just in. So maybe this person's going to receive, or they have received, shocking information about you. But it's like newsflash, this just in. My soulmate might leave me unless I change my actions and ground this connection. What else do we have? We have an X, experience. So I feel like when this person thinks of you, they think of the experiences that the two of you have shared, because I feel like you had a profound impact on them. I feel like you helped them see things in a different way. We also have a Q coming out for you. So quiet comes to mind. Also Q, like a pull cue, which is weird, really weird. I was thinking of getting a pool table, but Q, what do you mean, Spirit? This person's waiting in line. Maybe this person had other things that they were working on, group 3, and they thought that they would just have like a ticket for you. Like I'm in queue for group 3. Like whenever group 3 is ready, I'll be there. Like, but I'll wait. I'll have my ticket and I'll do other things until that ticket gets called. Crazy. We have a T coming out. Yeah, I'm hearing ticket. So they're trying to tick things off a list as well to get to you. We have a U, so, excuse me, this is a Y, but it's telling me you. you. I'm hearing two by May. Only you, solo two. Interesting. What else do we have about this person's current energies? They're definitely desiring a new beginning with you, 100%. That's at the forefront of your reading here. This person, look, Aries, first house, definitely wanting a new beginning. I feel like this person is very motivated towards this new beginning, actually. I feel like this person has a lot that they need to say to you. They've learned a lot. Group 3, and this person is really wanting to work on your connection as a friendship first. This person wants to tell you that they see a future with you. They're hoping to reinvent your connection. They may need to do something pretty crazy in order for this to happen, but they do feel a strong connection to you with the 4th house coming out, a strong soulmate energy with you. This person is also presenting as a possible earth sign, so we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have a lot of Aries though. A lot of Virgo, a little bit of Gemini and Aquarius thus far. We have that would hurt, so definitely stuck between a rock and a hard place here, but if they do nothing, they risk losing everything. We have Pisces here, so I feel like this person desires to spend the rest of their life with you. Group 3, with Pisces coming out 75 plus, this person wants to die at your side, essentially. I'm also getting that this person is trying to foster a closer intuitive connection to self. This person is in a period of learning to trust themselves and pay attention to the voice within, the intuition within. Jupiter's coming out for you guys. I knew this was going to come out. We have a bit of Pisces and Sagittarius on here, but Jupiter is more so talking about this change in the wind, this change of direction, this spontaneous I need to do this type of energy. I'm also getting that this person could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp or a Pisces Aries cusp is what's coming to mind with Jupiter here. I feel a strong Capricorn too though, and it could just be Saturn. Their Saturn influences could be fairly strong right now. We have I am grateful for my hard work. So wherever Saturn sits in their chart, they might be very pulled towards that area. I feel like this person is looking at your connection as something that is going to take hard work, but I feel like they need to do more to get that hard work with you as well. I don't know if this person has done enough to have that opportunity with you. I've got to be honest. I think this person is seeing you and the connection as something that they need to put more hard work into. We have sleepless over here, group 3. So I feel like this person is losing sleep over this connection and making things right with you. With the number 7 coming up, they're definitely desiring a serious commitment with you, a partnership, a marriage. We're looking at them seeing you as a partner in this life. We're also being shown I'm grateful for family, so you could have children with this person, or this could be talking about them wanting to be a part of your family, wanting, I don't want to be at your wedding, I want to be in your wedding type of thing, I don't want to hear about you creating this with somebody else. I want to create this with you. We have third eye chakra coming out, so definitely this person is fostering that intuitive connection at the moment, trying to listen to their third eye. We have March, I'm grateful for my soulmate, very strong connection to you, group 3. This person is motivated to move towards you. This is Aries sort of Pisces energy of feeling connected to someone and wanting to be with someone. That's so beautiful, group 3. We have it is always on my mind. This person is always thinking of ways to move towards you. I feel like they struggle with doing this because they do seem to be stuck between a rock and a hard place, but their current energies are telling me that they're very motivated to do this. So that's what I'm seeing at the moment, group 3. That's what I feel your soulmate's current energies are at. That is what they are currently doing. They are definitely trying to get through this queue period. They feel like they're waiting in queue. They could be waiting for someone else to set this up with you. Maybe they don't have direct access to you anymore, in the sense of they don't have your number, or if you don't know this person at all, maybe they're just sort of waiting, like the rest of us, waiting for things to align. I do think that there's something quite secondary about this energy, especially with Jupiter coming out. This person seems to be waiting for things to align for you, like waiting for the wheel to turn the right way for the two of you. But other than that, I see them very motivated towards this new beginning. So now, group 3, we're going to look at your past life with them. We're going to be looking at what your most recent past life with them was, as well as your most impactful past life. And we're going to get advice over what you can learn from those past lives with them as well. So I'm going to pause this, clear this up, and the next time you see me, I'll have a new deck in front of me. Okay, group 3, I am back, and here is the new deck that we'll be using. We're going to start with what was your most recent past life with your soulmate. What was your most recent past life with your soulmate? Group 3, please, Spirit. For those who picked the red carnelian, what was their most recent past life with their soulmate? And they're showing me the Seven of Swords with the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles upright. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is interesting. Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, excuse me, and the Seven of Swords. Wow, okay. So you were definitely married to this person in your most recent past life. You had children with them. You had a legacy with them. The two of you spent the rest of your years together. I see that your soulmate was someone who really inspired you to grow, and vice versa. You were kind of the muses in each other's lives. There were no secrets between the two of you. The two of you were very connected, very open, very honest about everything. I feel like the two of you were constantly traveling or trying to just be better. I feel like you had a spontaneous flair to your relationship. I feel like the two of you really got along well, like a house on fire is what I'm hearing. You could have had this relationship like in the 50s, 60s, 70s, like when those old cliches were still very new, you know? Like, I don't know, I'm just feeling like the two of you were alive back then. But it feels like, yeah, you guys had a legacy together. You had that dog, you had the house, you had that, well, should I say the home, you had the children, you had the experiences, you were very connected, so much respect and love for one another, and the two of you did things to keep your relationship alive as well. I feel like the two of you were constantly looking at rekindling that spark between the two of you, and I don't think it ever went out. So what else can you tell us about this? Excuse me, I just need to gasp. It's so lovely, this energy, and I'm trying to ignore Kirk because he has been driving me insane. Okay, group 3, please, Spirit. What else can you tell us about their soulmate, their recent past life with their soulmate? Mercury, leave me alone. What can you tell us about group 3's recent... Oh, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. You're too cute. We got the Knight of Cups on the table. Excuse me, group 1, I gotta pause this. I just had a package be delivered. Okay, sorry about that, group 3, but that's... oh, my days, I just jinxed myself. I was about to say that should be the last of our interruptions, and then he started again. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, I want to keep pulling cards, and then I'll talk about this Knight of Cups. You guys are melting me. You are melting me. This is beautiful. What was your most recent past life with your soulmate? Group 3, please, Spirit. I'm hearing that song. Is it by Frank Sinatra? It had to be you. Do, 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 do. I don't know who it is, but oh, that song. Anyway, we also have the Hermit card reversed. Okay. The Two of Swords upright. I'm hearing I watched you grow. I watched you grow. Oh. Okay, this is really personal and it's completely channeled, so it doesn't mean I agree with it, but this is what I'm hearing. I watched you grow. I watched you doubt yourself. I watched you become stuck in your own mind, and I watched you liberate yourself. You never needed me, and yet you made me think that you did. You were a strong, independent, powerful person, and we spent so much time together, so much of our lives together, that we almost looked like we needed each other, but I don't think you ever truly needed me. I think that you felt you did. I think that you liked to make me feel needed. But you never needed me. Wow, this person felt so lucky to have you, group 3. The soulmate felt so lucky to have you. They felt like you never needed them. And yet if you didn't need them, you wouldn't have had a need for them. They felt like the only way that they could have fit into your world was if you were a damsel in distress or a victim who needed rescuing, you know, some harrowed soul who needed guidance and support. They feel like you would always ask them for support. You would always ask them, what should I do? What would you do if you were me? Type of thing. Or, hey, I'm really stuck. Do you think you could give me a hand? Can you open this pickle jar for me? You always asked them for help, but you technically never needed it, group 3. You were just someone who wanted to help them feel needed, because I think that more than anything, this person was someone who needed to be a hero, who needed to feel needed. And you noticed that, you recognized that about them and about your connection. So I feel like this person spent a long time just sort of letting it happen. But they're also highlighting that there were parts of your mind that seemed to betray you. And I feel for some of you, the end of your relationships, you could have had dementia or some sort of brain disease, Alzheimer's maybe, where you started to lose your mind. And I feel like that's when you really relied on this person. They were one of the only things you remembered or you trusted. They were one of the only people that you trusted. It was very helpful. They were very helpful for you in that process. Anyway, let's get some more cards. What else can you tell us about Group 1's past life with their soulmate spirit, their most recent past life with their soulmate? We have the Page of Wands upright. We also have the, oh yeah, that's cute. We have the Queen of Wands upright. We have the Seven of Pentacles, shocker, not surprised. That's where they're at right now. And we have the Tower. The Tower has come out in every single reading. Soulmates, we think they're going to be easy relationships. I don't think so. Some people, you need that Tower moment in order to have them. Your bottom deck energy is the Hierophant reversed for now. So first of all, the two of you were very adventurous in your past life. The two of you were non-conformist. I feel like the two of you would have done some pretty crazy things together. You would have liked to explore some foreign lands or to do those exciting protests and to really explore those alternate cultures or practices. I feel like you and your soulmate had a very vibrant, youthful time together. I feel like you spent a lot of time exploring the world together. I feel like with the Page of Wands, the sex was always constant between the two of you. Like intimacy and physical intimacy just came hand in hand with your union, you know, like that you're together, that's what happens. I feel like you also just constantly kept each other alert and aware of your own sort of fears. Like I think that this person helped you overcome a lot and vice versa, because you both had a way of just knowing each other and knowing at the core of each other what you truly want. Like you would kind of be able to say to this person like, hey, don't get stuck in your head about this. Remember, it's not the fall that's scary. We're skydiving because we want to see this beautiful earth we were created on. Like I feel like you had a way of helping this person always look at the positives in life, and vice versa. Your relationship was filled with optimism and adventure. I also think that you were the light of this person's life. I think that they would have bent over backwards for you, and I feel like you had a very compassionate, caring nature. This person felt very grateful to watch you grow throughout the years. I feel like this person was always attracted to you. They would always be looking to you to make sure that you were happy. This person took it very personally whenever you were sad. This person took it very personally whenever you got too stuck in your head. Even if you were battling other causes, you know, if you were just experiencing your own personal mental health day, I feel like this person took it very personally because you were the light of their life. And if they can't make you happy, they can't be happy type of thing. I do think that this person was most attracted to your smile, though. You had a way of like lighting up a room and just truly pulling people into your world through your smile and your laughter. Your laughter is infectious. There's strong Sagittarius Leo energy here, but you also had a lot of Aries at the start of your reading, so strong fire sign in general. I feel like you and your person escaped the confines of something like a tradition or some sort of small, could have been a small town. The two of you met there and escaped from it. There's this feeling with the Hierophant reverse that you were non-conformists. You guys seem to be growing and evolving in a way where the limit does not exist. I feel like maybe your union challenged social norms as well in some way, but other than that, I see that you are a prime example of how stability does not equal sacrifice or settling down. I feel like the two of you were constantly growing and transforming and pushing boundaries. I also think with the Seven of Pentacles here that you spent a lot of time and effort into your relationship. I think that the two of you really worked on this as an investment and were very aware of the fact that you reap what you sow. I do think that that is where this person is at currently in your energy, like in the present timeline. I think that they learned that very early on in the past, in your recent past life together. With the Tower here, this person ended up having to do something very drastic in order to keep you because they felt you slipping away. I also think that you may have been put in an extreme circumstance where you were forced to appreciate each other for who you truly were for each other, if that makes sense. Like maybe you kind of took each other for granted. Maybe you did share a small town together, and you kind of tried to tell yourself, well, if we were in a city, would we still be this attracted to one another? And maybe you did try to move away, but I don't think that that lasted long. I think that you are truly kindred spirits, and there's very strong desires in both of your energies to spend most of your life together. You don't want to have separate lives from this person. You work well together, and this person is very much attached to you as well. And I feel like you have a strong emotional connection to them, but they look to you for inspiration and for joy and for connection. You are the muse of their life, and I feel like they inspire you to, if I'm honest, they seem to give you more of a connection to this world, because I think that you seem to be connected to spirit and the collective consciousness, in the sense of like you could just get stuck in your head all day. You could just get stuck in fantasies. You could be very far removed from this world, and it could lead to a strong feeling of hopelessness at times, like, well, it doesn't even matter sort of feeling. So I feel like this person helps you stay present, and in this recent past life it became very obvious to the two of you that this is how you complement each other. You bring this person a serious reason to want to be attached to this world, and they also give you a tangible reason to want to be attached to this world as well. So we're going to continue forward. We're going to look at your most significant past life together. Group 3, please, Spirit. What was their most significant past life? We have the King of Cups over here, reversed, coming out. What was their most significant past life together? We have the Eight of Pentacles coming out, and they also wanted to show me the Queen of Cups as well, reversed. Okay, that makes sense. How long ago was this, Spirit? This was a while ago, you guys. This was a while ago. Yeah, I feel like this was before, in a time when things were a lot crueler. Okay, and all you had was your hope and your faith. Oh my days. Okay, thank you. But I just want to know more about this past life, please, Spirit. What else can you tell us about Group 3's most significant past life, most impactful past life with their soulmate? We have the Ace of Swords reversed. Oh my days. And the Seven of Cups. Is there anything else I need to know about this past life? Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, Group 3. I feel like I'm always pausing this. Apologies if I call you Group 2 as well. I feel like I did that to Group 2. I kept calling them Group 1. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this past life that you had with your person, it was quite some time ago. With the Six of Pentacles reversed, this was a pretty cruel time in terms of humanity. This is filled with selfishness and greed. It could have been when, you know, monarchies were thriving and there were such things as emperors and empires, and everything was about how much you can acquire in your lifetime. Status meant everything, wealth meant everything, and not a lot of people had that. We're looking at a time when most people lived in famine, in poverty, and not to say that a lot of people don't now, but it was definitely, there was no such thing as charity back then. It was, you'd look after yourself, you either live a long life or you don't, and that's just the way it rolls. This was a time when the two of you definitely had feelings for each other that you felt you could not express. This is a most impactful time because it's when you first realized each other as the same person in two different vessels, basically. The same energy in two vessels. The King and the Queen of Cups is out here with the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like the two of you had a private relationship. For whatever reason, it wasn't okay for the two of you to be together. I'm kind of getting that one of you could have been a person of faith and that you just weren't allowed to marry in your lifetime. But I feel like this was a very spiritual union. The two of you were more connected psychically than you were physically. There was a lot of emotion shared between you though, and I feel like there was a spiritual union. The two of you were, as far as you were concerned, married. This was the most significant timeline for the two of you because you realized at that point that you will spend every lifetime together, no matter what. No matter how many times you're reincarnated, it doesn't matter how many teenage crushes you have, this is your person and nobody else. And I feel like group 3, this was a time when, for whatever reason, with the Ace of Swords reversed over here, you simply couldn't make it work. I feel like the Ace of Swords is telling us that you didn't have a lot of options. And I feel like the Seven of Cups tells us that we were very confused, because even though logically we don't have a heck of a lot, emotionally we are feeling a lot. Logically we can't pursue this, but emotionally this is all we want. So we were very confused at that point in our timeline, group 3. I feel like you need to know that you did try. The two of you really wanted this to work, and I think with the Fool reversed here, you kind of promised each other that, the Fool's upright, you promised each other that you were going to try, and that the only way that you would ever continue to reincarnate and continue to do the spiritual work in terms of raising the collective consciousness. I feel like you're both light workers in your own way, and the only way that you would ever want to come back was if you could do it with your person. And I do think that the two of you continually have a major impact on society. Like, I'm thinking of Prince Harry and Duchess, Meghan Markle, that kind of energy, like a powerhouse couple of charitable affairs, you know. You seem to have a massive impact on the collective when you do choose to reincarnate, but I feel like you don't do it as often as you used to, because after you found your person, you went up and you told Spirit, like, it's this person or no one. And I think that if in this lifetime you couldn't be together with this person, I do think that one of you cut your life short tragically, because I don't think that you wanted to exist without them. Like, you knew that you could do better with them and vice versa. And it was really here in this timeline within the last century that you realized just how much you actually want each other around. I feel like the two of you have forged a very intimate union spiritually, and you do time it well to lead a long life together in order to achieve a lot in your lives together. That is the overall goal here. It's not so that you can, put one over Spirit and pretend to be bigger than you are. It's so that you can actually lead a happy and successful life of helping people and helping yourself. Now, I do think with the Page of Pentacles here that there is still a lot more work to be done. I think that you realize that at this point in your journey. I think that what this impactful timeline had to offer you was the fact that you are just a stepping stone in the collective consciousness. And I think that when you did incarnate at this time, you realized how much you could offer. I feel like you were shown your unique skill set here, and you took on this oath to help others. Like an apprenticeship, you became the apprentice to Spirit, and you said, like, I will continue to support and help humanity, but only if it's done this way. Otherwise, I won't. I simply won't do it. I feel like you had that serious talk with your angels and with your spiritual team, and so they continue to support you because you continue to work hard to do this. I feel like you are someone who is meant to achieve a lot in each lifetime you incarnate, and it's all because of this timeline some 600 years ago, 700 years ago. It could even be around the 1100s, when Saxons were still alive and that kind of thing. I do think that overall this timeline taught you that selfishness gets you nowhere. You lived at a time when people were so cruel and justice was never served. It was always who has the most money, who has the most power. It was never, well, who has the biggest heart and who can share this with everyone. Because the thing is, you realized way back then that there were more than enough resources. It's just greed and manipulation that is causing the downfall of humanity. So I do think that you made a pledge then that if you can guarantee I reincarnate with my person every time, I will do the work. I will do my best to make sure that selfishness and greed does not win. So this is so interesting. I'm like really into this energy. Who are you? Temperance here is your bottom deck energy. This timeline taught you a lot about yourself, and I feel like you took this as a vendetta. This is a personal justice for you to do what is right, and you gain a lot of success because of this. I got to be honest with you. You create legacies because of this. You're not supposed to live without in your lifetimes. Once you align with your purpose and once you connect with your person, you're unstoppable, basically, group 3. Let's get some messages to see what you can learn from these past lives and how they can help you moving forward in this timeline. Oopsie daisy. All right. Group 3, please, Spirit. What can their most recent past life tell them or help them with in this timeline? I keep hearing that song, It Had to Be You. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. This person knows you so well. I feel like they get cheekier and cheekier as time passes, though, like kind of like a vampire. I don't know why, but so imagine that this person's soul is just like it never dies, right? And yours technically doesn't either. Even though your consciousness is reset, your vessel is reset, it's like that's the only part of you that physically remembers each other. And so I don't think that there is much of a dating phase for many of you. I think that you would just fall straight back into a serious commitment with them. I feel like once you do settle into a relationship with each other, it becomes very serious very quickly, because you do have those decades, centuries, millennia almost of history. Group 3, please, Spirit. What can they learn from their past lives with their soulmate? What can they learn from their past lives with their soulmate? We have release over here. What can they learn from their past lives with their soulmates? We have open up over here, the 4 of Pentacles. Release is the death card, by the way. What can they learn from their soulmates? With their past lives, with their soulmate, Spirit, what can they learn from their past lives with their soulmate? We have spread your wings, technically reversed. We have shine, that's come out for every group, I'm not surprised. And we have just breathe, the number 4. Your bottom deck energy is control, which is the strength card, or it could be looked at as justice, but I choose to see it as strength. So interesting. And your advice in terms of what you can learn from your, where did he go? Oh, there he is. In terms of your past lives is honestly about leveling up every time. I feel like every time you choose to reincarnate together, which is basically every time you choose to reincarnate full stop, it starts to get a little bit more difficult, the work you're doing. I feel like you would have had some very channeling incarnations with this person, but this one in particular, what you can learn from your past is that there's only so much that you can technically do. I don't think that that's easy for you to absorb in terms of like information. I think that the goal is to do as much as possible and to get better at doing it every single time. I think that your most recent timeline, you got to have a lot of fun with it. You got to see a lot of positive change. You got to see a lot of positive growth, especially if it was in the 60s and 70s where there were a lot of civil rights movements. I feel like you got to see a lot happen and you got to have some really fun times with your soulmate in this time. But I can also see how now you might be really needing to look at that as there's only so much you can do. Like, I feel like the 4 of Swords here is asking for you to treat your vessel with more care, to look at this as a holistic battle. Like, if we're not looking after this part of ourselves, we can't do this part of ourselves. If we're not taking care of our body, we can't do our spiritual work. We can't be a spiritual warrior. Like, there's only so much you can do if you're neglecting part of yourself, essentially. I feel like the 4 of Swords is encouraging you to heal, and that's what your previous lifetimes were telling you as well, is you need to take time off to actually regenerate and heal. Otherwise, you can't keep doing the things that you want to do. I feel like with Open Up here, you experience limitations based on resources. So I think that you could learn to be very strategic on how you approach your goals. I don't think that money is an issue, though. I think that you would have had that discussion. You would have passed away, gone up to, the collective energy and gone, listen, Last time you made me dirt poor, and there was only so much I could do, but I did it. It was very difficult, and I only touched this many lives. Next time, I don't want to have that issue. I feel like you're going to have an extension of resources here. You're always going to have a roof over your head in this lifetime. You're always going to have food in your belly in this lifetime. You're not supposed to struggle as you may have in the previous timeline. I feel like you are learning more ways of attracting that abundance in order to share that abundance with others, with the Four of Pentacles, being less rigid with the way that you approach things as well. I feel like you're being challenged to be even more open and to be even more caring in this timeline, because social things are changing even more so now. I think that you're being encouraged to really look at things in a way of, well, I want this, but this person is asking that from me, so how can we meet in the middle? I think that the Four of Pentacles is teaching you to stay firm in what you believe in, but to be flexible about the way that you approach these things, if that makes sense. And I think that with the Two of Wands over here, you're being asked to stay true to who you are and to what you believe in, regardless of how you were tested, regardless of how it has grown or shaped you into who you are today. Your past lives seem to tell you that you have a very specific purpose in life, and you're going to feel very lost until you find that purpose again. You seem to be someone who is on a very specific mission, and I feel like if you're not on that mission, it can be a very dark road for you. Your soulmate is someone who helps you in those dark times when you're struggling to maintain that sense of purpose. Your soulmate is someone who helps you trust yourself when you struggle to trust your own self. And I do think that with the Sun card reversed here, you got to learn to stay optimistic and to not take full responsibility for how other people are suffering. I think that that is very difficult for you. I think that you try to be someone who brings so much joy and laughter and love and sunshine and happiness into everyone's lives who you meet and touch. But I think that the struggle here is to really just take care of yourself first before you attempt to transfer that into other people. I do think with the Strength card as your bottom deck energy reverse, that your main message that you can learn from your past lives is to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish sometimes, even though we've witnessed the worst of selfishness, we've witnessed the worst of greed. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. In fact, in your case, Group 3, you really need to take back control, and you need to allow yourself to be centered, to be balanced, and to be stable enough to fulfill your purpose in your lifetime. You are definitely a healer. You are definitely someone who helps others transform their circumstances, to shed the shackles that they feel enslaved in. But I do think that in order to do that, you need to take care of yourself. And that's what your past lives are reminding you, is that you only have one vessel. Even though you're on a soul mission, your vessel is very important in fulfilling that soul mission, so take care of it. So now we're going to move forward. I'm going to keep talking to you because we're ahead of time. I usually paused it for the other two groups just to sort of give me some time. But we're ahead of time for you guys. So I'm going to chat with you while I pack up. We are going to look at channeled messages now. Group 3, the channeled messages portion of your reading will be looking at channeled messages from your soulmate's past self, from their current self, and from their higher self. So we'll focus on their past self first, because I feel like their past self is still fresh from that past life reading. And then we'll move forward. Look at that. They're definitely wanting a new beginning with you. This person, if they aren't in your life already, they're coming in very quickly. You can expect weeks to months, you guys, is what I want to say with all this fire and determination. All right. Bless. Group 3. Can we get channeled messages from their soulmates' past self? What does their soulmate's past self want them to know from their past life? What does their soulmate's self from their past life want them to know? Excuse me. What does their soulmate self from their past life want them to know? We have you deserve someone better than me reversed, okay? You can get no one better than me. Okay, oh my days. Yeah, this person, it's you or nothing. It's you or nothing. You or nothing. We also have I'm still trying to make sense of things. Yeah, so I feel like this could be the King of Swords. I feel like this is them thinking things over, trying to really come into alignment with who they are meant to be in this lifetime. I do think that your person is a king, and I do think that you are supposed to be a queen, or vice versa. I don't look at this as masculine, feminine. I look at this more as energy. So I see your person being very perceptive, and you as well. I see that in this timeline, your person's past self is wanting you to know that their strengths is how they can communicate with you, to help curb those logical fears, to help curb those intrusive thoughts. I think that your soulmate's past self is saying that they are someone who is years ahead of it in terms of the way that they think, but they seem to rely on you to help stimulate that emotional connection, if that makes sense. Like, you both want the same things, but I feel like your interest in this is a lot more emotionally connected, whereas your person looks at it in a logical way. Well, listen, that's just not right. Like, you can't treat people like that, etc. I'm going to protest, or I'm going to call your manager. I think that that is their strong suit in your life, is that they can help you make sense of things logically. What would their soulmate's past self want them to know, Spirit, from their past life? Group 3, what does Group 3's soulmate from their past life want them to know? Page of Wands. This is all I have to give. I do think that this is probably not the Page of Wands, but I do think from the first part that the Page of Wands was telling us that there is this desire to continually grow and transform, and to be very assertive towards the things that matter. I think that your soulmate's recent past self is encouraging the two of you to maintain that spark in your own relationship as well as in your life as a whole. I think that your soulmate is someone who really encourages you to maintain that drive and to feel passionate about whatever it is that you're doing. Your soulmate's past self is saying that they gave it all. They gave it their all. They really tried to help you, and they still felt like it wasn't enough. I do think that you may have lost your mind in a recent past life together, and I think that they really took that personally. I don't think that they were able to reconcile afterwards. I think that this person is really set on you, and if they lost you before they passed, I think that it would have just destroyed them. We also have I'm getting back on my feet over here, so I feel like this person is working towards being more... Well, listen, this is their past self, so I feel like their past self is working towards awakening their current self and really showing their current self what is right in front of them in terms of what they can have and who you are to them and what the two of you can have together. I think that this person is going through an awakening of trusting their intuition and feeling a connection with you. Let's see one more message for you from their past self. We have, if I called, would you answer? Yeah, this person is on the precipice of doing something very spontaneous. Their past self is connecting with you currently, though. I feel like this is energetic. I feel like this person is always connected to you, if I'm honest. Like, they never like to leave you. I also think that this is them really highlighting a communication issue here as well. Like, maybe you did start to get dementia and you slipped away, and the two of you weren't able to have those fun little talks that you used to. We're also being shown you could destroy me, reverse. So I feel like the two of you did a lot of healing together in this lifetime, and make you jealous, reverse. This person only had eyes for you is what they're insinuating. A very loyal person, very connected to you, very attached to you. Let us get some channeled messages from their current energy now. Group 3. Group 3, please, Spirit. What does their soulmate want to tell them currently based on their current energy? What does their soulmate want to say to them currently for Group 3? Hello, don't fall, please. Thank you. This is this beautiful deck. I didn't introduce it to you, but I've been using it all day, so I forgot. But this is called Cupid Says Channeled Messages Oracle Deck. I am so excited to be using it. I know I don't sound like it, but I've had so much fun using this deck in today's reading. It is very beautiful. I love the illustrations. I love the circular style. It's very easy to use, I've got to be honest with you, and it's brought a beautiful spin to this reading, the same as this deck. I don't know who made this deck, Honest Love Tarot. I will find out and I'll link it down below, but this deck was created by Say Enk, and it is a sister duo who created this, inspired by their parents. They also have a tarot deck as well, but this oracle deck is beautiful. So your first card from your soulmate's current self is No More Secrets. So I feel like this person is focused on being very honest with you, on coming forward with their truth, and they don't want to hold secrets in this connection. What else would Group 1 soulmate tell them currently, Spirit? What else would Group 1 soulmate tell them currently? We have 2 cards. We have I just want to know why. Yeah, this person is currently trying to figure things out, especially if they already know you. I feel like this person is getting that awakening, and they're really connecting to who they used to be in your past life and realizing like, wow, this is very impactful, but like why? I feel like they're trying to make sense of things. If you don't know the soulmate yet, I feel like they're trying to figure out why they long for someone they've never met. We have maybe in another time, in another life. You guys, how beautiful. Yeah, they're longing for you. They are. I feel like this person is very lonely without you. Life is just not worth living without you. Group 3, what is their soulmate's current energies? Can we get some channeled messages from their soulmate? Hello. Oh, bless you guys. Look at this. I miss you, XX. I believe that with all my heart and soul. This person cannot be away from you. Their energy is very tethered to you. Group 3, what does their soulmate want to say? The one that got away, especially if they already met you. I feel like in your previous incarnation, though, you were the one who passed first. You were the one who got away, and now they're trying to catch up to you. One more card because I'm loving this energy. Group 3, please, Spirit. What else would they like to... Oh my gosh. Stop it. There's cards everywhere. There's cards everywhere. As soon as I said one more card, all the cards just fell out. Okay. It still hurts. I want to give up. Stop asking. Yeah, this person, if they are currently without you, it's very painful, okay? I don't think they want to give up. I think that they're losing hope that they will actually find you in this lifetime, or that they will come into union with you in this lifetime. It still hurts. Losing you in that last lifetime still hurts, and they really just want it to happen. Okay, I'm being shown I love you more. Don't give up on us. Try and try again. Love always wins. Be patient. And that's the one. Oh, bless. And these were the cards before. I want to give up. It still hurts. I don't doubt it. And stop asking. Oh, I love this deck so much. Okay, so now we're going to get channeled messages from their higher self. Group 3, please, Spirit. Can we get some channeled messages from their soulmate's higher self? What does Group 3 soulmate's higher self want them to know? Will you choose me? This person is currently at a point in their life where they're trying to create room for you, okay? This person is trying to remain open for you. I feel like they may have settled into something that resulted in their energy stagnating. Spirit is saying that, or their higher self is saying that this person is trying to be more action orientated. They're trying not to be in a passive energy. They're trying to be more of a go-getter, which is what Red Carnelian can talk about, being more energetic and more present, more assertive. I feel like that's what they're trying to do. What else does their soulmate's higher self want them to know, Spirit? Oh my gosh, excuse me. I know. You gotta be clear. Don't just give me the whole deck. What does Group 3's soulmate's higher self want them to know? We have no. Why? What's no, Spirit? What does no mean? I want a fresh start with you, but I'm focused on the false start instead. Okay, so if you know this person, I feel like they really took this false start personally, especially now that they're realizing how significant you are. They're really looking at this as a major blockage, a major detour, as a major failure. This person takes failure in your connection very personally, and they're really focusing on that. It's making them think that they'll never have you. Maybe in another lifetime, I want to give up. Part of them is trying to stay optimistic, but a strong part of them is very pessimistic and lost without you. If you don't know this person, they do feel like they've experienced a lot of setbacks without you, and they feel very lost. Their higher self is acknowledging that their ego right now is leading them astray, and that they're really struggling to see the positives. Group 3. What does their soulmate's higher self want them to know? You are my everything. I don't doubt that. You are. You're the 10 of Pentacles. You're the thing that gives them purpose, their muse, the thing that makes them want to wake up every morning, the person who inspires them to be a better person themselves. Group 3, what does this person's highest self want to say? What does Group 3's soulmate's highest self want to say to them? This person would tell you that they felt lost without you when the two of you come together. They will tell you, like, my life was nothing without you. I don't know if they wouldn't be too proud to admit that. Spirit is saying they do have a strong ego, but it's not that they are unbridled. It's that their ego leads their decisions, and this is their strength. They are someone who is very connected to their material world. I do think that this person has a sense of pride, but they aren't an unfair, narcissistic person. They're someone who does this because they have a really good heart. They have like the lion's heart, or whatever they say. And I do think that this person's sense of pride comes from connection. You are the thing that keeps their heart beating. We have love is the answer. Absolutely. You are the person, the one thing that keeps their heart beating. Love is the answer. Your bottom deck energy is, I think we should slow down. This person is trying to rush towards you. Where's that card? Stop asking. I feel like that's what their guides are saying to them. Like, they're coming. We're going to bring you into alignment. Stop asking. This person is wanting instant gratification in your connection. I think that, well, what is going on here? Why aren't the two of you together? Yeah, your energy still isn't technically in alignment. I feel like there is a need to be more spiritually connected on their side, potentially. This person is just recognizing the deficits rather than what they do have and what they are here for, if that makes sense. They're looking at having you in their world because they feel nothing without you, but they kind of need to go through that in order to know why they're here. I feel like they have a way of helping people who struggle with similar feelings, similar heavy feelings, mental health concerns, for example. I feel like this person needs to feel alone in order to help others in this lifetime not feel alone and really seek for that help that's necessary. This person could go on to be a mental health professional, for example, and they need to kind of know how important mental health is firsthand. This is a temporary period of sadness and isolation that helps the two of you grow and expand into your set professions in this lifetime. So group 3, that's what I see for you. That has been your soulmate reading for today. A very extensive reading, might I add, super in depth. Now, I want to thank your guides, my guides, our spiritual team, our angels and ancestors for helping us through this reading, for helping me get clear answers, and for letting your energy be channeled through my vessel. I just quickly want to talk about the past life reading as well. The past life reading is on Patreon only. It is a Patreon exclusive reading. In that past life reading, we'll be looking at who you were in your past life. We'll be looking at the lessons you experienced, whether there's any unresolved karma, what your purpose was in that lifetime, and how this information can help you in this lifetime. There will be 6 groups to choose from, so I'm going to personally be looking at least 3 of them because I'm sure I've had more than one past life. And yeah, that's the reason why I wanted to do it as well. So if you are interested in the past life reading, it is on Patreon. You can check our Patreon community out below. I have like 7, nearly 8 months worth of content on there now, so you will have access to all of that content as well. Otherwise, I do want to thank you for all of your support in this reading, Group 3. It has been a pleasure reading for you today. I hope you found this reading enriching and insightful like me. I hope it was helpful for your current path. Look after your beautiful self. Thank you for your support, and I shall see you in another video. Bye! Hi Group 4, and welcome to your reading. If you guys chose the rose quartz crystal, then this is going to be your reading today. We're going to be asking Spirit about your soulmate. It's going to be a very in-depth reading, you guys. We're going to be starting with current energies of what is going on between you and your soulmate, how your soulmate is currently feeling about the connection, and then we're going to take a little trip down memory lane. This video is going to be also looking at what past lives you've shared with your soulmate. We're going to be looking at the most recent past life and the most significant past life that you've shared with your soulmate, and we're also going to be getting channeled messages. I have 2 new decks that I'm going to use, and I'll introduce them when we get to them, but it's going to be a lengthy one. It's going to be a very extended, or should I say very extended reading, basically, very in-depth. There will be a separate reading on Patreon going up today as well, but we'll talk about that more at the end. It will be a past life reading. Super excited to jump over there. For now, though, let's focus on getting those current energies for you guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm a little bit out of sorts. I started filming this a few days ago to give myself time to film them. And in that space, I think I've managed to get sick. I think I've managed to get like a flu or a cold or something. So it's just coming on today. I don't know if it's real or if I just need to take more rest, but we'll see what happens. So I'm a little bit like, ooh, what's going on with my body? So not 100%, but when it comes to the energy in this reading, it's been very strong, and your group has been wanting to film itself for a very long time. So I got to get this done for y'all. I just got to get this energy out. All right, group 4, please, Spirit. What is going on between group 4 and their soulmate? How is their soulmate currently feeling about them and about their connection for group 4, Spirit? How is their soulmate currently feeling about them and their connection? How is group 4 soulmate currently feeling about them and their connection? Okay. I'm using tissue box messages for this portion of the reading just to spice it up a little bit. I do sell tissue box messages to like start you off, and then like me, you can just add your own little pieces as well. As usual, I like to get initials out of the way first. For this portion of the reading, the initials have been offering us messages, so you may see your initials or your soulmate's initials here, but I feel like it's more so just going to give us messages. So now that we've got those separated, I also want to pull some tarot cards. We're using the Dreamer's Tarot today for this portion. How is group 4's soulmate currently feeling about them, Spirit? Those who chose the rose quartz crystal, how is their soulmate currently feeling about them, please? How is their soulmate currently feeling about them? Okay, we have the Chariot. I like that. The Chariot coming out for you first. Okay. One more card, please. How is group 4's soulmate currently feeling about them? How is group 4's soulmate currently feeling about them? Thank you. I was like, am I just going to have to stop? So we've got the moon coming out. So first of all, you got a lot of Cancer energy, a lot of Cancerian energy over here. I do think that your soulmate is feeling quite drawn to you right now, especially. There's something very alluring about your energy. I don't know if you've just recently seen this person or connected with them, or if they're just on a win streak is what it feels like. This person's feeling very good about themselves, group 4. This person is feeling very motivated to move towards you. And with your bottom deck energy being the 8 of water, I see that a lot of this has to do with them realizing what does and what doesn't matter. Now, what this means is to move towards you, the two of you may need to resolve unfinished business with each other. If you know each other already, there may need to be a heart-to-heart conversation discussing events from your past, your shared past. If you don't know this person, they almost need to go backwards in order to get to you. This person and you could share some sort of circumstance, a workplace. It feels like an emotional pull though, so it could be a place of home. It could be a friend group. For whatever reason, this person is backstepping, and it feels like this is leading to emotional success for this person. They're having to revisit old emotional cycles. This person, in terms of your connection, group 4, they're looking back to see what they've missed here, because I do think that they're receiving strong feelings about you, towards you, and they're trying to figure out why. Like, what does this mean? What's going on? How is this happening? I feel like the moon is offering them a lot of mystery, but I do think that there are answers in that mystery. I feel like with the Chariot here, this person's main desire at this point in time is to step things forward, is to overcome whatever fears they have in order to move things forward. I do think that your person has a bit of an underdog thing, like they might have something that they need to overcome in order to step towards you. It's not necessarily easy. It's something that could take months for some of you guys with all this watery energy here. It's reliant upon them getting a good grip over how they truly feel and settling on action based on those feelings. I feel like if this person were to focus more logically, it may take them a little bit longer to step towards you. If they focus more on their passion for you, it might happen really fast, but it doesn't sustain itself. I think that right now this person is feeling very emotionally drawn towards you, and if they don't know you at all, group 4, you are definitely going to cross paths with them in the coming months because they are on this path towards you without even focusing on you. There's this underlying subconscious element here of all roads seem to lead to you, whether they're focusing on it or not. So let's see what the initials have to say as well. We've got the letter B coming out first. I'm hearing baby. Okay. I feel like this person wants to they're in a cherishing energy. Oh, that's so cute. They kind of want to take care of you, group 4. I don't know what you are like. I don't know if you like people taking care of you, but there's something about this person. They want to your precious cargo. They want to cherish you. We have the letter O coming out for you. This is giving me octopus vibes lately. The letter O is giving me octopus vibes. It tells me that this person's very busy. They might have their hands on multiple things, like trying to do a lot at the same time. We also have the letter I here, so I'm seeing boy, B-O-I. The letter I is really telling us that this person is trying to think for themselves. So potentially, in order to think for themselves, they have had to separate themselves from other things. We have the letter X here. Yeah, this person is going where X marks the spot, which also tells me that this person is trying to overcome an experience as well. So I feel like this person may have made a wrong move in their heart space. With hindsight, I realize there's no wrong moves in life, but I do think that this person emotionally chose a wrong choice for themselves or a wrong path. We have the letter K here coming out now. Yeah, that's been coming up a lot. I'm hearing Kyle, but I'm also hearing Killam. So I don't know. I feel like this person does have to overcome a lot. They feel like they have to be someone very, very strong in order to pull this off. We also have the letter W coming out. So I do see that your person desires to win here, mostly to be recognized as a winner. We have the letter K again. Cuckoo came to mind. So I don't know if this person has been receiving dreams or premonitions about you and they kind of feel a little bit crazy. We also have the letter W or M. Take this one as it resonates. I feel like mostly this is saying months. So for some of you, this could be a matter of months that we're looking at here. But I feel like this person may have made or aligned themselves with a certain path a few months ago, and it's just not working out for them. I feel like this person is drawn to something else now. It's very interesting. It's like we have to go backwards in order to go forwards here. We have the letter U coming out, so I see that you are a source of inspiration for this person. I'm also hearing underdog. Now we also have the letter L coming out here, so I'm hearing Larry. I'm also hearing my own name, Lorraine, but I feel like that L is a longing. This person is longing for you. All right, let's see what else we've got. We're going to get this first because it's the only star sign that we got in this paper. So we have Scorpio coming out for you. They could be a Scorpio sign. The ages 40 to 45 could be significant. I feel like this person is transforming though. I feel like with all this liquid emotion here, this person's feelings are transforming. And it's not that they're developing differently. I feel like they're doing, literally, I was just watching a reel, an Instagram reel, did a full 180, Dua Lipa, did a full 180, did a full 180. 80. It feels like this person has gone this way and now they're going back this way, and they very well could go that way again. There's something that it's like you leave the house, right? You've had a busy morning, you got up a little bit later, so you had to rush to get out the door. You finally get in your car, you're reversing, you drive away and you realize you forgot your wallet. So you have to do a full 180, come back, pick up that valuable, precious item and leave again. That's what's happening here. This person has forgotten their most precious, valuable item, which is you, and they may leave with you again, quickly picking you up, and then it's come on, let's go. We got places to be, people to see. All right, what else do we have here? We have if only. So I can see that this person is in a very sort of dreamy state, especially with all this moon energy. This person is a bit of a fantasizer, to say the least, especially with Scorpio here. There's a lot of sexual energy, a lot of passion for you, and potentially the passion blinded the emotion. You know, that can also be a factor here. This person was so physically motivated towards you that they mistook it for lust and did not, excuse me, I just got to wipe my nose, I'm definitely getting sick. They did not allow themselves to see anything deeper than lust. We're also being shown March, so look at that. I'm grateful for my soulmate. They see you as a soulmate, group 4. This person sees you as a soulmate, and they're going to know that the next time you see them. June, karmic partner. So June for this person will mark a lot of transformation, awakenings, a lot of things coming to light. I feel like your person is going to be definitely doing a 180. June makes me think of Geminis. It's really the end of Gemini season, so it kind of feels like this person is getting almost like a objective point of view where they're able to look at both sides to one coin. I feel like this person is seeing something for what it truly is, and they're able to decide how they want to act or how they want to use that information for themselves as well. We're being shown headache here, so, and I'm not going to lie, I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. I feel like this person's heart was very heavy, and potentially they're trying to distract themselves from thoughts of you. I feel like you are a very deep subconscious psyche sort of feeling in this person, especially if you don't know them yet, group 4. Your soulmate is like, you're always there. You're always at the root of their psyche. You're a very deep subconscious energy, and it comes out especially when they dream. We have sleepless here, speaking of dreaming, so I do think that this person is very affected by this upcoming new moon. I feel like they'd just be tossing and turning thinking of you. We also have Gemini, so yes, I do think that this person is gaining clarity. I feel like they want to do something with this information too. Gemini is really a communicative energy, wanting to sort of just let it all out. So I definitely think that I can see feelings coming to the surface and being very openly expressed. We have crown chakra here, so this person is very guided to move towards you is what I would say, especially with Aries here showing us this cardinal energy, this fiery energy of wanting to get stuff done. I feel like this person is really trying to tick boxes, hey? Like they're really trying to tick boxes, group 4. Your soulmate is just like really, and the box that they want to tick the most is their emotional well-being right now. They're really trying to do what they feel is best for them. We're also being shown trying, so yeah, I definitely think this person is trying very hard. I feel like this person will try very hard in your connection as well. I think that this is the kind of person who wants a strong friendship, but I do think that they do know you from somewhere. Like the two of you share something together. They see a future with you. This is the 11th house. I do think that this person, there's an element of surprise here and rebellion. So I do think that this person is almost needing to reinvent their circumstances in order to make room for you. Potentially, group 4, they have accidentally stitched themselves up into something that they don't want to be a part of their future. So in order to make room for you, they have to rebel a little bit and surprise other people by making room for you. We do have the 4th house coming out now, Cancer, which is talking about a sense of home. This is giving me a strong feeling of protection, like I just want to cherish you and protect you. This person is feeling very sentimentally linked to you. You feel like home to this person. We also have Virgo, so they're really deep in thought about you. I think of Virgos as slow, strategic planners. Like this is someone who is really thinking long term, and I do think that this energy is also just talking about the fact that they could be a Virgo. We have Virgo, Gemini, Aries, we have a bit of Pisces, a little bit of Gemini with, what's after Gemini here? We would have Cancer, a little bit of Cancer, well, a lot of Cancer actually, a little bit of Scorpio, and we also have the sacral chakra coming out. So I do think that this person is very physically attracted to you, or they will be when they connect with you, and I think that that could have hindered their energy in trusting their feelings for you, because they were just kind of looking at this as a lustful energy. And even if they don't know you, maybe they were feeling called to align with you, you know, a year or two ago. Maybe the two of you were manifesting each other into each other's lives, and then all of a sudden this person turned around and said, no, I don't want to, you know, fuck love type of thing. Sorry for swearing, but they could have been like that. You know, I'm no simp. Like, I'm not gonna settle down. I'm not gonna chill and settle down into a relationship right now. Like, I'm just gonna hustle and get my coin, and then who knows, maybe all this business with the virus happened, and when things started to slow down, they realized that sugar honey iced tea, it would be really nice to be in in quarantine with a soulmate right now. So maybe that's where they're at. I do think that this person has done a full 180 in some way. Let us see what you can take from this, because obviously they're out here in their ambitious streak of wanting to do things and flipping back to come back for you. And there's this strong feeling of them trying to follow what their heart is telling them. But what's the advice for you currently? What's the advice for group? Okay, we have the crown chakra coming out reversed. What's the advice for group 4 right now, Spirit? What's the advice for group 4? We have the 3 of Wands coming out reversed. Yes. Is that the Pentacles card, Spirit? It is. It's 3 of Pentacles reversed. One more card, please. We have the 9 of Wands coming out. That is Wands, I promise. Oh, we have the Chariot reversed for you. Okay, don't move. Don't move. I had my cousin over for a little while, and she's a Gemini. So, listen, I don't mean to typecast her, but can be very dramatic, and she brings out my dramatic side. So that's what that was. We also have the Fool card reversed. Your bottom deck energy is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so Spirit is saying don't do this. Don't take this into your own hands and try to make something happen, because I feel like, first of all, this is something that you have a track record of doing. You either have a track record of chasing people, or you have a track record of trying to be the only one who's carrying everything, whether that's in a romantic connection, in a family connection, in a friendship connection. You seem to be the person who is in it for the long haul and who tries to get shit done in the temporary, like here and now. I'm sorry, I'm swearing a lot for you guys. I feel like Spirit is saying, first of all, you need to trust the process. Don't leap. Don't take a blind leap of faith right now. Don't try to move right now. You need to rest. You need to look after your vessel. The 9 of Wands is also asking for you to not give up. Just because you're being called to not do anything here doesn't mean you're being called to give up altogether. But the question is, are you doing too much right now? Or do you have the tendency, do you have a track record of doing too much in relationships to the point where you're the one that's burning out? I feel like they do want you to be careful with who you align your energy with. With the 3 of Pentacles reversed, Spirit's almost saying, like, keep your options open in terms of, like, don't partner up too quickly, which is a very interesting method. You may be dealing with a few different people, and I feel like Spirit is saying, like, you're going to know who the right person for you is, whether you're choosing a soulmate or someone else. And it's just this question of, like, don't commit yourself too soon. I feel like there are going to be multiple options for you guys. Like, I don't know why, but I'm getting this energy of the 3 of Pentacles reversed is saying, like, you don't want to be working with everyone here. You don't want to be collaborating with everyone here. And I kind of feel like they're asking for you to not overcommit yourself too soon either. And the crown chakra reverse is saying, like, you do need to pay attention to the signs, but also don't follow them to the point where you're going crazy. Been there, done that. I feel like we really don't want you to start, pulling all of these, sort of drawing all of these conclusions and feeling like this is the only thing in your life that you've got going for you. Spirit is really asking for you to take care of yourself and to try not to force everything to happen here, if that makes sense. I feel like it's a big step for this person to be in this energy, and they're not really in a masculine assertive energy yet, but they are in some form of, like, take the lead energy. I do think that they're going to need more time to gain confidence to fully move. I like the Chariot's momentum, but being backed by the moon tells me that this person is faced with fears and concerns, and they're focusing more on mysteries and illusions rather than cold hard facts and strong, like, definitive feelings. So I do think that this person needs more time to develop a stronger sense of confidence and connection to their self, to trust themselves enough to be able to move forward. In that period, you're really being called to not jump the gun here and try to patch up those gaps for them. Spirit really just wants you to take care of yourself and to not settle into this too soon. It's really imperative that this person takes the lead in your connection if you know who they are. If you don't know who they are, Spirit is indicating with the 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands, don't give up on your manifestation. Your soulmate is coming. It is not your responsibility at this point in your journey to be the one who leads. I do think that you both will take turns leading, though, in your connection. So that's what I'm seeing for your current energies. I'm going to pause the video, pack this up, and we're going to start talking about your past lives with this soulmate. Okay, welcome back, group 4. I hope you enjoyed that little 2-second break. It was a little bit longer for me, if I'm honest with you. All right, so looking at your past life connections now. This has been the funnest part of the reading for me. I don't know why. I'm in a very nostalgic energy, but not for this lifetime. I've been like dreaming and fantasizing of years beyond my years on this earth, like thinking of a much far distant reality. So we're going to be looking at 2 past lives with your soulmate here. The past life reading on Patreon will be more in depth, focusing solely on your past life. But for this part, for YouTube, we're going to be looking at your most recent past life with your soulmate, and we're also going to be looking at the most important or most significant timeline that you've shared with your soulmate. It's been like, it's been so interesting for me. I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to do this reading because, I don't know, it's very enriching. I feel like we can learn a lot from history. I feel like it can teach us a lot about what our strengths are, what our potential weaknesses are, and the challenges or the patterns that we will encounter. So let's have a look at your most recent past life with your soulmate spirit. Group 4, what can you tell us about their most recent past life with their soulmate? What can you tell us about Group 4's most recent past life? We have the 2 of Pentacles coming out reversed. We also have the Sun card coming out reversed. What else can you tell us about Group 4's most recent past life with their soulmate? We have the 4 of Swords coming out reversed. What else can you tell us about Group 4's most recent? We have the Page of Pentacles coming out as a blockage. They also, it's supposed to be upright. They also want to show me the 5 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and we have the 4 of Cups, oh my lord, and we have the Devil. The Devil is coming out as well. I've got a lot of cards here, and they want to show me everything. Oh, Lord, why? Anyway, we'll do it because this is we're trying to summarize a whole lifetime. I'm going to need a lot of cards to clarify. Your bottom deck energy is the World. Oh my days. You know what I'm hearing? What is that song? Is it Smokey? You ain't seen nothing yet. But baby, you just ain't seen nothing yet. Which card? Let's go for the flower. Okay. So first of all, your most recent past life with your soulmate. There was a lot of unfinished business. I'm not sure if one of you was a bit of like a traveling warrior or something. Someone seemed to move a lot. You both struggled with stability in this lifetime. It was a difficult experience for both of you, but you gained a lot of wisdom in this lifetime. It was by no means interesting, or easy, should I say. It was very interesting, but by no means an easy lifetime. I think that with the 2 of Pentacles reversed, things just never really settled down for you. You were always busy, or you always felt like you were trying to keep your head above water. Life certainly wasn't handed to you on a silver platter, Group 4. The Sun reverse tells me that you had to really try to make the most out of things, but you felt like you were always being dealt like bad cards, like just a shit hand of cards. And again, I'm swearing, I apologize, but I do think that the Sun card reverse says that you did have like a bit of a less than sweet disposition towards life. You were someone who seemed to have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, and I feel like you have every reason to as well. I feel like growing up was difficult for you. Something about your childhood could have been quite traumatic in this lifetime. I think that could have been the same for your soulmate. I feel like you both bonded through your trauma, and it made it difficult to form a healthy connection with one another. You felt that you were the same kindred spirit, but you became attached to each other's brokenness, and it became very difficult for you to move beyond that. It's like you had to be experiencing this chaos together, or it just wasn't a healthy relationship, if that makes sense. You became so used to this kind of chaos that when things did start to balance out, it's like you had to reinstigate something outlandish, and it was almost immature, but it kept the spark alive. I do feel like you both wanted more from each other, but you never quite got there. You both stayed at this young, sort of immature energy of just trying to keep your head above water. I feel like you never truly got the chance to heal yourselves or the relationship in the way that it fully deserved. And I do think that a lot was left unsaid. I feel like there was a lot of sacrifice. I feel like there was a feeling of betrayal. There was potentially a lot of like blaming the other person for your own pain, even though they were the only thing keeping you alive as well. I feel like there was a lot of passion between the two of you. I also think that someone had a jealous streak, and it was someone who was more masculine in that relationship. It doesn't have to be a masculine body, but they had a masculine energy and they were very jealous. I do think that one or both of you had a creative flair. One person in particular was very good at expressing themselves through music, or could be poetry. I don't think so though. There was some sort of like creative expression here, and I feel like it garnered them attention that the other person didn't like. And I think that it was something that when that person passed, whether it was you or your soulmate, they felt very guilty for having that much bitterness and jealousness and spite for their partner, basically. And I feel like you both wish that you could have had a healthier relationship where you were able to actually communicate how you feel. But it's because you didn't get that opportunity when you were younger. You were taught to be something else. You were taught to be a hustler and a survivor, and it wasn't an opportunity of thriving, really. It was just an opportunity of how can I survive this existence. The Six of Wands reversed tells me that there was a lot that you feel like you didn't achieve. I think that this relationship wasn't really accepted in society or by loved ones, or it was something that felt like it wasn't the main focal point, like it wasn't something that you could really celebrate or showcase. It felt like it was something that was overshadowed by other things. I do think that the Six of Wands reversed is also talking about someone lacking confidence in this relationship to be able to step forward or take initiative. I feel like there was a strong codependent tie here. Doesn't mean you weren't soulmates. It just means that you guys in this lifetime never truly learned how to make or take that healing for yourself. You really attached each other and formed a strong bond to each other from the minute you saw each other, and it was like it's me and you or nobody type of energy. I'm hearing Bonnie and Clyde. We also have the Fool reverse, so I do feel like we never quite got to be the people that we wanted to be in this lifetime. I do think that your relationship had to kind of stay. It's almost like there was a threshold that you couldn't quite break through. Like maybe you guys were engaged until you died, but you never got to marry each other, or maybe you were always boyfriend and girlfriend, but you never got to quite get engaged or have children. It feels like for whatever reason this just never matured in the way that it was supposed to, or that it could have. I feel like there was a lot of unresolved karma between one another, a lot of suppressed feelings. Look what's coming out the moon. A lot of secrets, potentially, a lot of things in the air that never grounded. It does feel like you just never had that chance to fully grow this relationship. You never had that chance to fully develop. It's like we were always stuck in this path when we had two choices there. I do think that this was because somebody just didn't take that initiative, and it kind of felt like we were being betrayed, but I don't think that was the intention of it. I think that you both felt that way. It's like if one person was doing good, the other person felt betrayed that they couldn't be a part of that journey. You know, like maybe there was, it doesn't have to be, and I'm not getting a strong indication of that, but if there was like a dependency on substances and you got clean and your soulmate didn't, your soulmate would be jealous that you got clean and they didn't, and they would look at that as you're leaving them behind, or vice versa. If they got clean and you didn't, you would look at that as they're leaving you behind. And it was just the feeling of like it's both of us or nothing. So I don't think that you were both able to elevate from your circumstances in that way. Wow, okay, that makes a lot of sense because they're currently in a moon energy. So I do think that they're working through some heavy stuff. I do think that they're confronting some fears, and I do think that they're having to be more confident in themselves and in what they feel. So that makes sense because of this unresolved karma from your recent past life together. Let's have a look at your most significant past life together. Group 4, please, Spirit, what was their most significant past life with their soulmate? What was their most significant past life with their soulmate? We're being shown the Ace of Pentacles, and we're also being shown the King of Cups. Okay, wowzers. Can I please get more cards? What was Group 4's most significant past life with their soulmate, Spirit? Hello, we have the Eight of Cups reversed. Welcome. We recognize this, don't we? It was in the first part of your reading as well. Whoops, I forgot something. Did a full 180. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to stop. Anyway, group 4, what else? We have the Emperor. The Emperor. They're also showing me Judgment, but I don't think I want to take it yet. It might come out again. Group 4, please, Spirit. We have the Six of Swords reversed. Yeah. Wow. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. And can I get 2 more cards, please? What was the most significant past life that group 4 had with the soulmate spirit? Hello, excuse me. Wow. Lover's card, Chariot, Justice. I said 2, but I took 3. Oh gosh. We have the Five of Swords as your bottom deck energies. Okay, interesting. I might just have to pause the video and blow my nose really quickly, excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the interruptions, but I'm going to pause the video if I need to blow my nose. That'd be ridiculous to keep filming. Okay, so group 4, this most significant, wait, what stone should I hold? Let's hold the amethyst. This most significant timeline that you've shared with your soulmate involved the masculine energy truly gaining power, gaining awareness, and staying in tune with their own masculine psychic potential, if that makes sense. You do have a masculine that is very dominant in your connection, and I feel like this masculine isn't always incarnated into a male's body. Like, this is a masculine energy who sometimes manifests in a feminine vessel, which is, I think, what happened here. In this timeline, they were very much in their masculine energy, very like physical, a manly man. That's what I feel. I think that this was very much a time of like chivalry or valor, at least. Like, pride was everything, and representing a strong front was everything. I do think that there was a lot of kindness though at this time. Like, for some reason this person comes across as very sympathetic, and I feel like they struggled with their feelings, but I also think that they mastered this later in life. I think that when they were younger, they had good role models, or they were able to be cultivated, if that makes sense. They weren't made to feel shame for having feelings. They weren't made to feel shame for experiencing emotion. And I think that this helped them become very emotionally mature in this lifetime. I think that this person had a fair understanding from a young age of how they wanted to be in a relationship, and vice versa, what they wanted from their partner in a relationship. So I feel like the two of you, by the time you actually met and crossed paths and came together, this person had been at a point where they were very emotionally mature and stable. I do think that they offered you something fairly substantial, from the beginning. My heart. I don't even know what that was. That was just like a hiccups or something. I think that seems to be your track record, is when you two do cross paths, you seem to come together and want to stay together. Like, there's very much like glue. As soon as you meet and you connect, like as long as you are able to connect, you almost become stuck on one another. And I think that is definitely what happened here. The two of you became stuck on one another. And I think that this person, in order to have you in their life, there's this feeling of them doing a 180 in this life as well. I do feel like this 180 could have been them trying to convince you, because it feels like the masculine energy was so sure of themselves. Maybe you're the masculine energy. It feels like they were so sure of themselves, but for whatever reason, they struggled to get what they wanted. They struggled to have this with you. They struggled to forge this union with you. And in fact, the two of you could have eloped in this lifetime, group 4, because it feels like you did get what you wanted. Justice was served. Like, the Emperor got what they wanted. The masculine got what they wanted. But there is a bit of secrecy here, especially with the Eight of Cups reversed. There's this feeling of having to work in the shadows. The Six of Swords reversed, having to travel discreetly or really hide this travel, like having to move under secretive terms, being very careful with language, not telling people the truth. And the Ten of Pentacles reversed, it's almost telling me that with the Ace of Pentacles, like, we did have this, but we weren't able to actually have the full thing. Like, we started it, with the Ace of Pentacles, but our Ten of Pentacles never really got to bloom and grow in light. I feel like this relationship was either secretive, or the two of you eloped, the two of you coveted it, like from loved ones or from a society or community. It feels like even though you got what you wanted technically, you weren't able to have it in a material way. Like maybe this relationship isn't recorded in history, you know, there's no documentation that the two of you were together. It just kind of feels like that you're both very happy, but at the same time you weren't able to have it in a way that other relationships were able to be, if that makes sense. You weren't able to exist in a way that other relationships were able to exist. I also think that in this lifetime, with this Six of Swords reversed and the Chariot reversed, you could have been at a distance to this person, or it could have just been like, there's some sort of like physical separation here. There's some sort of physical separation. Let me clarify. What is this physical separation, Spirit? The Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like there was sneakiness. You weren't able to be physically together. You had to sneak. Like someone at nighttime had to sneak around town to get to you. Or vice versa. You had to sneak to get to them. What about the Ten of Pentacles reverse, Spirit? Temperance. Yeah, I do think that you were able to come together, but you weren't able to fully experience this together. You did have children together, though. The Six of Cups reversed. You knew this was your soulmate. It just feels like you weren't allowed to tell the world that this was your soulmate. Yeah, again, it was like we're going to give you what you want, but it's just not going to really work out in the way that you want it to. Again, more unfinished business with the Death card reversed, but still stubbornly clinging on to what you feel and what you know is right. This is so interesting. The Seven of Cups reversed. You knew what you wanted, but it felt like the circumstances just couldn't allow you. Can I clarify the Emperor's energy, Spirit? It could have been because a father figure was not pleased. Yeah, that's what this is. In order to choose you, your soulmate had to walk away from an authority figure, which could have been a father figure. This person could have been potentially disowned in order to have a relationship with you, Group 4. It feels like the Five of Swords is a win-lose situation. They won you, but they lost their title, or they lost their family, or they lost their place in society. They won you, and they knew what the sacrifice was as well with the Hanged Man here reversed. They knew what they were doing, but I feel like the full gravity of it was something that they kept to themselves. Like I also think that a little part of this person died the day that they had to walk away from their family, or from their father, whatever this responsibility of the Emperor was, when they had to walk away from that in order to have you. I do think that a little piece of them died and they kept that to themselves. Your bottom deck energy is the Nine of Swords. You brought this person a lot of light. You brought this person so much truth. You helped free this person from something. It's giving me Meghan Markle, Prince Harry vibes, Harry Windsor vibes. Like, it literally feels like you helped this person in a way where like they didn't almost know that they were trapped until you came. That's so crazy. So let's see what you can learn from these past lives. What can Group 4 learn from these past lives, Spirit? What can Group 4 learn from these past lives with their soulmate? Yeah, okay, I like that for you. We have the Hermit card coming out first. Seek in this deck. What can Group 4 learn from these past lives, Spirit? And the Crown Chakra coming out again for you, reversed. One more card, please. We have the Solar Plexus Chakra coming out for you, upright. What can Group 4 learn from these past lives? We have the Devil card coming out as a blockage. What's that song? Love will tear us apart. I'm hearing that. Love will tear us apart. I think he literally sings it like that too. It's just like a low. It's like his mouth isn't really open. Anyway, gosh, a little bit of lightheartedness. We have Just Breathe coming out too. Just breathe. Your bottom deck energy is move reverse. So I feel like, yeah, I'm hearing don't let pride get in your way, but I feel like there is a feeling here of blockages. And I see the Chariot reversed over here as you two not really being able to move things forward in the way that you wanted to in that lifetime. And that is potentially where your person has the ability to do it in this lifetime, which is why it is so important for you not to do it. I see here that your person needs to be the one to do this because they're resolving karma from previous lifetimes with you. You're being encouraged to learn from the past and how fear has kept you caged and this relationship caged, be it fear from, what other people are going to think, what family is going to think, or fear of, why can't I overcome this situation, or what is society only thinks of me in this way anyway, like I'm just going to stay here like this slave to my circumstances. I feel like whatever this is, your past lives were trying to help you overcome some sort of fear and find that wisdom from within. And unfortunately, like some parts of history have just been so painfully cruel and challenging, and we can't judge people for whatever they had to make in those circumstances. I've never walked a day in those people's shoes, so I can't fully pass any form of judgment over whatever actions were taken. But I do see that a lot of what you experienced in your past was because we struggled to pay attention to what we knew was true. It's like, it's not a matter of what my heart was telling me. It's a matter of like logically, humanitarily speaking, this is what is true. This is what is right. And the way that we were being treated in these past lives, for you guys, group 4, it was wrong. So I think that what you can learn here is to really trust the guidance, the knowledge, the wisdom, the advice that you have within you, and to seek clarity from within first before seeking clarity and validation externally. It's really important that you do this, otherwise you become dependent on the molds around you. And the idea of these molds is that they are temporary, they shape you temporarily. You go to school temporarily, you go to this form of educational training temporarily. You do this temporarily. You're not supposed to be stuck there and limited there and bound there like a performing puppet. It feels like these experiences were crutches that in previous lifetimes we accidentally became too reliant upon, and you and your soulmate both had that tendency, and you both in this most recent lifetime really got stuck in those circumstances of feeling like you were puppets being played by the puppet master. So I feel like really what your past lifetimes are trying to say is to always seek that advice internally, to not try to seek that validation externally. Like, it's good to collate data, it's good to gain wisdom, it's good to ask questions, it's good to ask professionals for information, but you are the oracle in your life, and you're the person who makes the choices at the end of the day. I think that it's very important that you continue to follow your guidance however you choose to tune it, whether you see it as, a gut feeling, an instinct, an intuitive feeling. I feel like these are little hints and clues, and they're never usually isolated events. Like if you get a strong feeling, I don't know if I should go into work today, and you turn on the radio and they tell you that it's going to be like blizzard conditions, and you're like, wow, I don't think I should go to work today. Like, I don't think it's just one thing. It's very obvious. And I feel like the main thing that you can learn from your past lives is to pay attention to the signs, because they are obvious. Whether it's a sign of like, maybe don't get the bus today, let's try to get the tram instead, or we'll try to get a train, or we'll just get a taxi or something else, but don't get the bus today. Or it could be, this isn't working. I love this person loves me, but there are so many red flags, and we're triggering each other, and we're just hurting each other, and I'm seeing all of these signs, but I'm going to ignore them anyway. Pay attention to your signs. That is what your past lives are trying to teach you. And with Just Breathe here, your past lives are encouraging you to address your healing. Don't suppress them, because this pain from your previous lifetime is caught up to you in this lifetime, and it's giving you a chance to heal now. It's giving you a chance to address the triggers appropriately, to use your wisdom, to use your experiences, and to gain that strong internal validation, so that you don't use other people or other experiences or other systems and situations as crutches. I feel like you are supposed to achieve a lot of progress in this lifetime. You're supposed to make leaps and bounds in your soul journey of experiencing this life through this vessel. But I do think that in order to do that, you have to prioritize your healing, and you have to know when to remove yourself from certain situations and people and circumstances as well. So that has been your past life portion of this reading. We're going to get channeled messages from your soulmate now. I'll be getting channeled messages from your soulmates past self, from their current self, and from their higher self. So I'll pause the video quickly, pack this up, and see you very soon. Okay, group 4, welcome back. So we're going to be using this beautiful Honest Love Tarot deck to look at your soulmate's past life channeled messages. I will be leaving links down below to these decks. I recently connected with the creator of this deck, and I was so glad because I started filming this video before I knew who created this deck. So I was like, how am I going to find out? Oh, yeah, I feel that. So first past life message that's coming out is, I wish I had made better choices. Your soulmate from their past life is saying they wish they made better choices. And I do think that that is something that they do continue to learn. It's a lesson that seems to be recurring through many lifetimes until they gain that ability to do the right thing the first time around. The thing is, there's no wrong or right thing. Like, we're really just here as spiritual beings having a human experience. And the thing about being human is we make mistakes. That's how we learn. That's how we grow, especially when we're technically a blank slate every time we're incarnated. Like, imagine, you have a lifetime of wealth and wisdom, and then you pass, and as soon as you're reborn, it's blank. You have to start from scratch. You have to teach yourself how to walk, how to talk, how to eat again, how to look after yourself again, and how to gain that success and happiness. And it's, yeah, I honestly, I don't know, being able to do what I do has led me to feel very sympathetic to everyone because we're only doing the best that we can do. Group 4, please, Spirit. What does their soulmate from their past life want to say to them, Spirit? What do you even see in me? Okay, so this person, I feel like the two of you are very similar, but I also think that your person seems to hold you on a pedestal. I'm tired of holding back. Look at this. I'm going after what I want. I think that they struggled to do that for a while, though, if I'm honest with you. In your past life with this person, they struggled to actually go towards what they want for a while. Look, make you jealous over here. So I do think that jealousy was a factor in your previous life. I do think that in your past life, someone was just very jealous, and it's being shown that at times they did that on purpose, trying to make you jealous. You feel so far away. I feel like this person has never stopped looking for you in this lifetime. Look at that. Look what fell on the ground. We have unfinished business. I definitely think you do. I'm just going to have a quick look. I feel like something else. No, that was the only thing. Okay, so many synchronicities here from your past life reading. You definitely have unfinished business with this person. They definitely wish that they made better choices. They do hold you on a bit of a pedestal. They definitely tried to make you jealous on purpose. I do think that jealousy was something that caused a lot of friction in your relationship. This person became tired of holding back and they tried to go after what they wanted. But at the end of the day, with you feel so far away, I feel like it became very hard to have the best of both worlds, I do think that your relationship never really got its fair chance of becoming something that it was wanting to be, and you give me mixed signals at your bottom deck energy. So I do think that both of you did stay fairly immature, if that makes sense. Like, your energy never really evolved beyond a certain point. Like, you never really were able to get beyond a certain threshold. And I do think that there was a little bit of like trying to make each other jealous type of thing. Just a little bit of petty behavior, if I'm honest with you. It feels like this most recent past life was in the 70s. I don't know why. I'm just getting a bit of rock and roll. I'm getting that sort of loosey-goosey element of like having, when cannabis sort of was this thing that people wanted to do, and then it became incredibly illegal and criminalized. So I feel like there was just a strange transition in society as well that caused a lot of codependent behavior and a lot of struggles, to say the least. All right, let's move forward. Let's see what they want to say currently. I'm going to be using the Cupid Says Channeled Messages Oracle deck. Love this deck. I connected with Sayan, which is I would say the business. Let's say the business who makes the deck. It's two beautiful sisters. And it's like a family thing. This is their father. Look at their father thinking of their mother. That's their mother up the top here. Oh, I'm sorry, but that is just so precious. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my lord, I need to have it. So I'm going to link this deck and the Honest Love Tarot down below for you guys to have a look at. And if you like what you see, you can purchase it for yourself as well. Let us have a look at what your soulmate would currently say to you. Group 4, what does your soulmate want to say to you? Darling, this feels so right. Oh, bless. That's cute. I definitely think that with their heart space. Why am I crying though? Why am I crying? I feel like they have a lot that they need to purge. There's a lot of emotion in their cards, a lot that they need to purge. Rise and rise again is coming out for you guys as well. We also have don't trust everything you hear. I do think that there's an illusion aspect to their current energy. I do think that this person is doing a full 180 with that rise and rise again. That rise and rise again. Like, oops, got to come back. I forgot my most precious thing, you. And now we're going again. Rise and rise again. Don't trust everything you hear, though, is interesting. How could you be so attractive? I like that, but I want to clarify this. What do I don't trust everything you hear? Oh my Lord. Don't trust everything you hear. This is not a phase. Look at that, to the moon and back. How many times are we going to have the moon in your reading? I'm only going to read the ones that are flipped. Take the road less trodden. Okay. And we also have, I support your decision no matter what. Okay. Your bottom deck energy is we need to talk. Yeah. Okay. Don't trust everything you hear. To the moon and back. Take the road less trodden. I support your decision. We need to talk. I do think, group 4, that this person is at a point where they're trying to process their feelings. They're trying to be emotionally mature, or they're trying to elevate beyond their primary emotion to get deeper and to truly understand what they want. And I think that in order to do that, they're desiring communication with you if you know this person. If you don't know them, I feel like the two of you are going to cross paths very soon. And I think that it could trigger a lot of strong feelings, okay? Because your most recent past life together had a lot of unresolved business, a lot of unfinished business, a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of suppressed emotion. And a lot of codependent patterns. So I think that in this lifetime, you may need to work through those lessons individually before you're able to come together. Otherwise, you risk being stuck in the same cycle again. That's what I see. Let's have a look at what their higher self wants to say to you. Group 4, please, Spirit. What does their soulmate's higher self want to say to them? Group 4. They are waiting for you. Yeah, so your soulmate is waiting to connect with you. Why are they waiting? I don't want to lose you. You could be involved in something else right now. You don't have a lot of room for them in your life. You guys could be focusing on other people right now. The 4 of Pentacles tells me that this person is very attached to the idea of you already. This person has a lot that they want to say to you. I feel like they have to make up a lot to you in this lifetime. Based on the previous circumstance that the two of you were in, this person has a lot to make up for. We have you are wrong. I don't need more balance. Okay. This person is trying to say that they have room for you in their life, but they're questioning whether you have enough room for them in your life. You guys may be focusing on the wrong person accidentally, they're telling me. You guys may be, yeah, I think we should see other people, and I'm absolutely in love with you, but it feels unrequited. So I feel like you guys might be focusing on another relationship and not this person. What else does their higher self want to tell them? Gossip only hurts more. So I feel like this person is picking up intuitive hits for many of you. Or if you know this person, they are hearing things about you through other people. What else does their higher self want them to know? I sometimes wonder if you care. The Death card coming out as well. Wow. Whammy, whammy, whammy. Your bottom deck energy from their higher self is I'm open to compromise. And I think that that is the only way that you would be able to make this work with your soulmate in this lifetime. The two of you need to be strong allies. You need to have a strong friendship. You need to understand each other. And you need to have a strong emotional connection. That's going to happen naturally. You don't need to force that. The two of you naturally are going to vibe very well together. But I think that the Two of Cups is asking for the two of you to see eye to eye and to really get nitty-gritty about how you feel and about how you can both get what you want in this relationship as well. So group 4, that's what I'm seeing for you. This has been your soulmate past life, current life channel messages reading. Has been a lot. I still don't know what I'm going to title this video at the time that I'm talking to you. So look after your beautiful self. I hope that this reading gave you clarity. I hope it helped support you on your journey forward and help you understand where you're at. I do quickly want to talk about the past life reading on Patreon. You're welcome to click off now. I just want to thank you before you go for all of your support. I want to thank your guides, my guides, and our spiritual teams for helping me deliver these messages to you and for looking after us and for looking after me while I deliver them. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and see you in another video. But if you would like to know about the past life reading, it will be on Patreon. We'll be looking at exactly who you were in your past life. We're going to be looking at the lessons you experienced, what unresolved karma you have, what your purpose was in that past life, and how that life or information from that life can help you now. There will be 6 different groups in that reading. I'm going to be looking at least 2 groups, maybe 3, because I know I've had multiple past lives, and that is the reason why I wanted 6 groups as well, so you can pick more than one group. So that reading will be on Patreon. It's focused solely on you and exactly what you've experienced in your past life as well. So the link to Patreon is down below, and that's all I have to say to you, group 4. Look after your beautiful self, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!